Pride Fighting Championships has put together the biggest lightweight and welterweight tournament in the history of MMA. The night will begin with 16 fighters, and when the final bell rings, only 4 will survive to move on to the finals on New Year's Eve. Bushido, the tournament. Who is the toughest? Scheduled to fight at Bushido, the tournament. Representing the lightweight division in the tournament, Takanori Gomi. This young Japanese fighter has been tearing up the Bushido ring, having never lost in 7 pride fights. Gomi is definitely a marked man in the Bushido tournament, as every fighter will be gunning for the undefeated champion.
Over now. Alf is done. Alf is done. Gomi knocks out Jen's little evil Pulver.
Kawajiri. This Shuto champion has his sights set on the Bushido tournament belt, and he has the skills to capture it. There's much more to come from this lightweight.
He's getting tattooed right now by Kawajiri's strikes.
Knee on belly. Yeah, this could be over. This could be the end of the fight.
They throw in the towel now. That is a good corner. Oh, and look at this now. This is not good for Bustamante.
The fans now getting behind Kawajiri. Series of hammers. Over. Oh, was that enough, boss?
Yves Edwards. With 37 fights under his belt, Edwards is one of the most experienced fighters in the tourney. Skilled in his own style of jiu-jitsu, which he calls thug jitsu, Yves will be tough to beat.
But so does Mishima.
And he hurt him there with that right hand. Mishima down. Nice positioning.
Look out, beautiful.
Submission block. Wow.
Joachim Hansen. This Scandinavian is also a former Shuto champion, who, interestingly enough, beat Takanori Gomi for that title. Hansen will be looking to pound his way through the lightweight division. Don't blink when Hansen's in the ring.
Whoa. Oh, there's a knee that just missed.
Whoa, nice defense from Hansen here.
Oh, that knee! Definitely got him over! Oh my goodness!
Jen's little evil Pulver. Pulver's fights very rarely go to a decision, as Jens likes to stand and go toe-to-toe with his opponents. Jens will be looking to do some banging in Bushido, the tournament.
Beautiful technique displayed here by Jen's little evil Pulver.
They're feeling each other off. Whoa, there's a big left hand count. Let's see if Chance can do that too.
Oh, there we go! And it's over! Whoa!
Maha Sakurai. After 5 appearances in Pride, Sakurai will be looking to make a statement in the Bushido tournament. This Japanese fighter feels he has something to prove, and he'll do it in Bushido, the tournament.
Now finds himself on the ground, and Sakurai right away to the strikes. As a fighter, interesting as a commentator, Sakurai tags big with that right hand there.
Oh, this could be the end of the fight.
Guillotine. No, he got it. It's over. And the crowd saluting Maha Sakurai with a thunderous ovation.
Representing the welterweight division in the tournament, Phil Baroni. Former UFC fighter Baroni has surprised all with his 2 appearances in Pride's Bushido. The New York badass has stated that he is here to prove that he is the best 185-pound fighter in the world, and he has come to Pride to fight the best.
And they're like 2 guys in a bar just swinging for the
Oh, nice. What a fast. This is it.
The fans cheering on Minowa. Baroni. Finally, Minowa goes down. There's a kick. And there's the fire of New York badass.
Minowa. This somewhat unorthodox fighter is known as much for his fighting spirit as his exciting style. You never know what you're going to get when Minowa steps into the ring. Expect the unexpected.
But now, nice sweep by Minowa. Trying to neutralize it, and here come the fans' chants of Minowa.
Oh, here we go.
For the leg lock.
He's got him. Give him that. Yep, he's tapping.
He's tapping. And Ikuhisa Minowa submits Kimo here in the first round.
Murillo Bustamante. This Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ace has dropped down in weight and is ready to reclaim victory in the Pride Ring. Bustamante, this is finally his chance in Bushido the tournament.
This is a slugfest, surprisingly, involving Bustamante for the Brazilian top team. Right, well, there's another knee straight up the middle, and he sees. Nice knee. And right now, this is a boxing match between Sakurai and Bustamante. Stand-up action.
Nice.
Ryo Chonan. Chonan, also known as the Shark, is the one Japanese fighter to keep your eyes on. Chonan will be looking to prove that Japanese fighters are not to be taken lightly.
And now they are slugging it out. Salient point of the tag with that right hand.
That was a hard one.
Chonan can take a punch. This is, a nice spinning back fist.
Like inside out.
Take away the lead.
Look at this! Whoa, this is good! Unbelievable! This is beautiful! This is how never done it!
Dan Henderson. This American trains with Team Quest and has a long history with Pride Fighting Championships. Henderson, who hasn't had the best luck lately, will be looking for redemption at Bushido the tournament.
There's that right hand again! There it is! It doesn't look good here! Right hand! And a takedown! There it is!
Dan Henderson, as he was falling, has to not be taken down, and now he's just landing combinations. And that is it. That is it.
16 fighters have championship dreams as Pride Fighting Championships once again makes MMA history. Along with El Guapo Boss Rutan, I'm Mauro Ranello, welcoming you to the Ariake Coliseum in Tokyo for Bushido, the tournament. Simply put, the top 8 lightweight and welterweight fighters in Pride begin their quest to be the best in their respective divisions. Now it's going to be a grueling journey as winners will be forced to fight twice tonight, culminating with the finals at Shockwave, where the first ever Pride World Lightweight and World Welterweight champs will be crowned. And you know, the lightweight brackets feature some very intriguing first-round matchups. Takanori Gomi takes on Tatsuya Kawajiri in a clash of arguably the 2 greatest lightweights on the planet, boss.
Oh yes, who would have thought that they would meet right away? I mean, this fight could have been a main event by itself. Now, they're evenly matched up, and I believe that the winner of this fight will be the person who lives up to the name of this show, Bushido, the way of the warrior.
Brazil's Luiz Azeredo meets Japan's Naoyuki Kotani. Now, Azeredo gave Takanori Gomi one of his toughest battles ever before being brutally knocked out at Bushido 7. Azeredo has a chance to avenge that loss in the semifinals should both of them prevail in their opening bouts. He represents Suda, so you know that he's a fearsome striker utilizing Muay Thai techniques as well as ground and pound, and he's well versed in submissions. Kotani, he's a champion in the Japanese promotion Zest, and the submission grappler promises to deliver intense action as he finally steps up to the big time.
Oh yes, and in B block we have Jan's little evil Pulver, and he's going to face Japanese superstar Maha Sakurai in what should be another great fight. Now, both fighters are very well rounded and conditioned, and both of them have an incredible fighter's heart, meaning the word quit doesn't exist in their vocabulary. So this fight on paper should be very exciting. And knowing the personality of both fighters, I'm sure that this fight is not going to look only good on paper.
Hey, 2 combatants who possess all the tools to become Pride's first world lightweight champion are American Thug Jitsu whiz Yves Edwards and Scandinavian superstar Joachim Hansen. Now, Edwards is one of the fastest and hardest hitting lightweights in the division. He's got excellent submission defense, and on top of that, boss, he has never been knocked out in his career. Of course, Hansen could change all of that. Hellboy's recorded 2 vicious knee KOs this year, and he's done a lot of tie clinch work preparing for this fight. Now, this one is really a pick'em. And one thing is for sure, Hansen versus Edwards has crowd pleaser written all over it.
Yep, and the lightweight reserve matches between the charismatic Charles Crazy Horse Bennett and Japan's dynamic Dokkan Jonsuke Mishima. Wow, what a lightweight lineup. Let's go to the welterweights.
All right, the New York badass Phil Baroni and Japan's enigmatic and cohesive the Punk Minowa hook up for the rematch to what many people are calling the Bushido Brawl of the Year. It was a knockout victory for Baroni in his Pride debut at Bushido 7.
Yep, and you said it, rematch. That means that Minowa is out for revenge, and that means that he prepared himself like a madman. Now, Baroni knows this, of course, and I'm sure that he's trained really hard too, so I'm really looking forward to this fight. And you know what? I have the feeling that this time around, they will start brawling it out right away at the sound of the bell.
You know, the elder statesman in this tourney is 39-year-old Brazilian Murilo Bustamante. He faces the debuting Masanori Suda. Suda is a Shudo champion who is technically sound and possesses a deadly right hand. Bustamante, well, we know he knows what it takes to be a champion, and I'm sure the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt will attempt to take this fight to the ground where he can perform his submission artistry. On the other side of the bracket, the USA's Dan Henderson, coming down from middleweight, faces Rio the Shark Chonan. Now, boss, what are the keys to victory for each fighter?
Okay, now here we go. Dan should try to dictate this fight by pressing the action, because he's got great hands with knockout power in them, and together with his phenomenal wrestling skills, he can keep the fight on his feet or take it to the ground whenever he chooses. Rio Chonan, on the other hand, is a good striker himself, wicked submissions. He probably will use his striking skills to set up a takedown, and then if he gets one, you better watch out, because he will show you some crazy submission attempts, or maybe even a ground and pound.
All Japan kickboxing champion Akihiro Gono goes up against Brazilian bomber Daniel Acassio. Now, Gono is coming off a hard-fought victory over Crossley Gracie, while Acassio, he's looked very impressive in his first two Pride appearances, destroying Daiju Takase and beating Kazuo Misaki in a thrilling encounter to earn a spot in the tourney. Now, this one should be a stand-up war, but both are good ground fighters as well.
You know what? And the reserve match of the welterweight fight will feature Japan's Ryuta Sakurai, and he's going to face Brazil's Paulo Filho.
Hey, it promises to be another sensational night of fights as the road to the Pride World Lightweight and World Welterweight Championships begins with Bushido, the tournament.
Pride Bushido その日プライドグランプリ2005ライト級ウェルター級トーナメント出場全選手の登場です
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round one of the Pride Grand Prix 2005 Light and Welterweight Championships.
The Pride World Heavyweight Champion is the Russian experiment Fyodor Emelianenko. The Pride World Middleweight Champion is the axe murderer Vanderlei Silva. And tonight we begin the journey to crown a new world lightweight and world middleweight champions. And now we see members of these fighters, Akihiro Gono and Daniel Acassio. There is Rio Chonan. Adding a tattoo of the God of Thunder to his back, he'll try to ensure lightning strikes in the form of his biggest win yet when he faces the former Olympic wrestler Dan Henderson. Henderson says if he's going to stay at welterweight, he's going to need a belt to keep his pants up.
From the USA,
The New York badass Phil Baroni says his rematch with Ikuhisa Minowa is nothing more than a, quote, warm-up fight, end quote.
Minowa Ikuhisa
The stage is set for a sizzling sequel as the normally laconic Minowa and loquacious Baroni engaged in a war of words at yesterday's press conference.
Bushido Bustamante
from Brazil,
Marilla Bustamante has never tasted defeat in the welterweight division, and the submission magician is looking for the second major title of his career. Masanori Suda hasn't been submitted in over a decade, and the Shudo champ has designs on making a big impact in his Pride debut. Jen's little evil Pulver packs plenty of punch in his hands, and the smallest fighter in the lightweight tourney is out to prove he has the biggest heart. Hayato Sakurai used to be considered one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. He's dropped down to lightweight and hopes the move will pay off with a belt around his now smaller waist. Yves Edwards is all about the modern art of the beatdown, and the well-rounded combatant from Houston is honored to finally be getting an opportunity to compete for a world title. Joachim Hansen is the nightmare from Norway, and the striking Viking is promising to bring hell to Edwards tonight. Luiz Azeredo says he's the wild card in the lightweight tournament. You can forget about a feeling out process when he's in the ring. now Yuki Kotani is making his Pride debut, but has connections to other tourney participants. He was taught by Maha Sakurai Kaguchi Dojo and suffered a loss at the hands of Yves Edwards last year. Judo champ Tatsuya Kawajiri has a chance to become the most famous lightweight fighter in Japan with a victory over rival Takanori Gomi. Gomi tries to keep his perfect Bushido record intact with what should be his toughest test yet. So there you have it. For the first time ever, the super quick lightweights and the hard-hitting welterweights have Pride World titles in their sights. Who will survive Bushido, the tournament?
Our corner, 172センチ、82.9 キロ、パウロ・フィリオ。赤コーナー、178センチ、82.9 キロ、桜井
Boss, Filio went on a variation of the Atkins diet to get down to 183 pounds and just showing what kind of a commitment he has to his sport, because he's not a part of the welterweight tournament, but just to have that slim chance of maybe being involved, he committed himself to losing the weight and is here against Ryuta Sakurai in the alternate matchup, the reserve fight.
You know what? Normally I would say it's an acting thing, but method acting, this is method fighting. Losing weight to fight in this weight class. And we're off.
And right away, Sakurai goes in with a left-right combination and a knee right up the middle.
Whoa! He means business. Good takedown defense here by Sakurai. He wanted to take his back, but Filio knows it.
Filio known for his great ground game. Again, a member of the Brazilian top team, and now looking for the over-underhook, trying to take Sakurai down and able to do so.
Yep, he's got him. Let's see if he can pass that half butterfly guard. Yes, he's already here in half guard.
Brazilian top team co-founder Mario Sperry saying that Filio, perhaps the most physically gifted fighter he's ever worked with, and that is saying something, with the likes of the Nogueira brothers, Ricardo Arona, etc.
Oh yeah. You know what, his build is perfect for a fighter. He's short and stocky, very strong, very difficult to submit if you're short and stocky.
Again, he had to lose over 30 pounds to make weight, though, boss. How much of an effect is that going to have on him? I guess the longer this fight goes, that will tell the tale as Sakurai sweeps him and gets back up to his feet.
I just wanted to say it. He made a mistake by putting his arm around the neck, and I think Sakurai is going to reverse him, and bam, there he was. But coming back to your question, I think it depends on what time period he lost that weight. If it is over a couple of months, then it's okay. If he did it in the last 2 weeks, of course, that's not going to be good. Nice knee there to the spleen. Nice knee back. Oh, again, I'm sorry. And another one. Very smart, attacking the body. So he has to defend it, and maybe he comes suddenly up with a knee to the head. You watch. Let's see what he does, if he uses this strategy.
Going for the single leg takedown and securing it is Filio, and now trying to pass that guard immediately, maybe looking to go to side control, but Sakurai known as well for his good ground game and coming off a loss to Filio's teammate, Murilo Bustamante at Bushido 6. There's a hammer fist drop by Filio.
Yeah, this is a good position. The half guard, I prefer it over the full mount. There's a lot you can do from half guard. Especially striking, of course, and set up for a submission. And here we go for the setup. Reverse figure 4 coming up. Let's see if he can pull that off on Sakurai. Because like you said, he's very good on the ground too. Oh yes, explodes it in. Sakurai should use his knee now, put it in between the hands and peel the hand of Filio off.
Now it's got full mount, boss, and this is going to be dangerous for Sakurai. The only saving grace is that he's along the ropes, but some ground and pound being delivered by the very strong Paulo Filho. Now he gives up his back.
Yep, magician on the ground.
And they're just flattening him out. Drops another hammer fist.
Looking for an armbar, almost looks like that if it doesn't see, there we go, there is the armbar. Wow.
Very slick on the ground is Paulo Filho, 5-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion, a black belt in judo and BJJ.
He's still pulling. If he managed to break that grip, he could pull off an armbar here.
A 3-time world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but Sakurai now desperately trying to fight off this submission attempt.
Very good here what Sakurai does. He cannot fall on his back now. Whatever he does, if Filho reverses him on his back, that is bad news.
And he's extended the arm now.
He's got to jump over to the other side, and I mean Sakurai.
Filho, you can see him there, putting all kinds of pressure, and that indeed extends the arm and submits Ryuta Sakurai in the opening round of this reserve match of the 2005 welterweight tournament. Paulo Filho at 3 minutes and 49 seconds of the first round with the arm bar submission victory over Ryuta Sakurai.
What a fight. We saw everything. We saw punches, we saw knees, we saw the takedown defense, and then we saw the phenomenal work of Paulo Filho on the ground. And yes, Mario Sperry is right. He is enormously gifted. There we see Sakurai getting attention from all the ring doctors here. Safety first, we've mentioned it many times, but just to show the people at home that everything is taken care of.
There's a classy act on the part of Paulo Filho, coming over to make sure his opponent is okay. And raising his arm as well. Let's revisit the action, El Guapo.
Perfect what he did. He exploded it in. He was waiting, loads himself up, and then uses, like Bruce Lee said, controlled aggression. Right away goes to the mount, and look at this. What a display. Right away takes the arm, scoops the arm, and yes, everybody can see the straight arm bar is right there.
And Filho will now sit back and wait. And that's all he can do, because he is now the reserve in the welterweight tournament. The other 8 fighters yet to compete. But Paulo Filho definitely a rising star in Pride Fighting Championships, improving to 4-0. And a great future ahead for the Brazilian fighter. Daniel Acassio is 27, 5'10", 183 pounds, 2-0 in Pride. Akihiro lights out Gono is 35'9", 183 pounds. He is 1-1 in Pride Fighting Championships. And boss, we kick off the 2005 Pride Bushido welterweight tournament, and what should be an interesting matchup. The Brazilian bomber Acassio taking on the All Japan kickboxing champion Gono.
2 strikers, and that's what we want to see.
2 strikers who are also, again, very well schooled in the ground game, and it could be interesting to see if one of them doesn't pull that out of their hat. You know what I'm saying? It's expected to be a standout war, but again, it's always interesting to see about the element of surprise. And with the shootbox fighter, there's usually no feeling out process as Acassio quickly goes on the attack, has Gono on the ropes. And again, it's Bushido rules, 1 10-minute round, 1 5-minute round. 2 fights tonight to determine the finalists for Shockwave.
Pressing the action right away, very smart. But Gono is so tough.
Nice left hand there delivered by Acassio, but met with the left by Gono. Nice inside kick there, but maybe high or low, depending on how you look at things there.
Yes. But you know what? Daniel right away apologized. He said, I'm sorry. With that look on his face, I didn't want to do that.
Gono having some early success with that left of his. Now an overhand right by Acassio.
Gono very smart. Keep moving.
Laterally.
Don't be a sitting target. Don't stand still. Oh, ooh, nice there.
Combination delivered by Gono again. Looks up to James lights out Tony, and he promised us that he was going to turn the lights out on Acassio tonight. Of course, easier said than done. And Acassio has not lost in his MMA career since the first fight of his career, as Gono again slips a left through the guard.
Whoa! Nice combinations
Looping
here.
right there.
Yep.
And that first fight for Acassio was against his current shootbox teammate, Nilson De Castro. So pretty good process here, and Gono going to the body now.
A little bit like we expected, a stand-up war, but it could all be a trick, a setup. Suddenly somebody can go for a takedown.
And we say that there's usually not a feeling out process, and it's not really a feeling out process, boss. But again, there is that respect, knowing what is at stake, and again, knowing that if they win, they have to fight again tonight. And they are scoring with some shots.
Yeah, Gono scores a few times there with that right hand of his.
Acassio looking for dominant position with the tie clinch, and the referee now calling for action. And we've
I think it's a lot of action.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, nice distraction there. A little shuffle, a large Ali shuffle, I would say.
You got it. But Gono now doesn't look like he seems to be respecting Acassio's punching power with his hands down there, boss.
Yeah.
Not exactly the smartest strategy.
You know what? If I put my hands down, that means please hit me in the head. It's a setup,
It may
so
be
maybe
a
he's
setup.
doing
Yep,
it.
You're right. Trying to maybe draw him in, but again, with the striking proficiency of Acassio, and you saw him there, he tagged him and he tagged him again. There we go.
And there you see, if you have a malfunction on one of your gloves, don't look at it, because the shootbox guys will take advantage of it right away.
Now into the closed guard of Gono.
Oh, good striking power here. Gono tried to put his foot there on the hips of Acassio, but didn't work out. They're going to restart this in the center of the ring.
7 of Acassio's victories have come by way of KO or TKO, and something that I'm sure Gono is cognizant of, so he definitely has to respect Acassio's striking skills. And now you see him going to work. I mean, we've talked to Acassio, and he says, you know, he has good ground skills, but he prefers to stand and knock out his opponent. But now we'll get to see what kind of ground skills he has, boss.
Yep, and being on top, he can still try to go, of course, for the knockout, the ground and pound. But I said it before, Gono is just very tough.
And we saw Gono display some great ground defense against Crossley Gracie in his last Pride fight.
Oh, you make a good point there.
Up kick by Gono.
Oh, and look how he gets up.
But now, quick to press the action again as Daniel Acassio is the sold-out crowd here at the Ariake Coliseum, appreciating the action thus far. And this is the first matchup of the 2005 Bushido welterweight tournament.
But see what Gono is doing. He let everything miss. His bobbing and weaving is really good. And he needs to. You don't want to get hit by Acassio. And I haven't seen a knee yet, I believe, from Acassio, but his knees are vicious. Ooh, that right hand there.
Now the tie clinch.
Yep.
And there you go, boss. Asking you shall receive. In close, and Gono looking for the waist lock there, trying to go for the body lock to attempt a throw of some kind, but Acassio again able to resist. And Acassio so far looking like he is definitely following the shoot-a-box game plan in this first round. Nice leg kick delivered by Gono.
Yep.
And Gono told us that it wasn't going to be anything about the size or power. It's going to be technique versus technique, and some great pugilistic skills being displayed by both fighters in the opening round. Gono was tagged again by the left, and in comes Acassio here, boss.
Wow. Yep, he's looking definitely for that clinch. We're halfway down now in the first round. Oh, is there a takedown going to come? No.
Looked like it was going for the high crotch throw there was Acassio, but yeah, some great defense being exhibited by Gono.
Nice block there. You see, he's ready to block that low kick. Ooh, yes. The toes.
And because no one is actually dominating the stand-up at this point, boss, and we talk about each having also the ground game pedigree, could we be seeing maybe a setup now for a takedown?
Actually, we saw already a few times.
The
high grudge one you were talking about.
But more of a shot attempt, as we see there.
That combination I love. Left hook to the head, right straight to the body.
Because right now it still resembles more of a stand-up, like more of a boxing fight, with the kicks being thrown in periodically. I mean, Gono is definitely, again, a fan of the pugilistic, but there's Acassio mixing things up.
Whoa, again, to the body and to the head.
And they're taking turns.
And another right hand.
And you hear the Suda box corner, Hujimar Fedrigo imploring his fighter to put pressure on Gono, and that's what he's doing right now, has him hemmed in the corner.
And this looks like he's going for a takedown. Very well slipped out here by Gono. Whoa, good fight. The pace, it's very high. Nice right there.
Combination delivered by Acassio.
Oy.
Crowd reacting to those low kick attempts by Akihiro Gono, not really doing much damage. Oh, and tagged by the flurry of punches by Acassio. And when you look at the criteria, right now I think the more damaging blows are being scored by Daniel Acassio. 3 minutes remain in the opening round. A nice knee delivered by Gono.
Yeah, we saw...
nice body combination with the left.
I'm telling you, Acassio is also going for the body there with the left hook. Just before that, he did it.
Yeah, definitely, Gono is doing pretty well with the counter. But
nice shot with the right straight. Bam, there you go.
And I think he did affect Acassio in a bad way. A nice liver shot and a follow-up devastating right that rattled Acassio momentarily.
He should kick the body now.
What a great fight to kick off the welterweight tournament.
Here we see Acassio again trying also to go for the takedown, even though that Gono has two underhooks there. And they're separated again, yes.
They want to keep it undefeated. Battle. Now it's Gono's turn. And that liver shot seems to have definitely done some damage to Daniel Acassio.
Well, if it did, Gono should give him a right straight follow-up with a liver shot now. Bring his hands up with the right straight and then give the liver shot.
Although Acassio seems to be setting up again as Gono looking perhaps to distract him with those leg kicks and maybe come upstairs again with a combination. But now Acassio, who continues to pressure the action.
Very good. This is good fight. Look at this. Not a liver shot here, delivered by Gono.
It looks like Acassio is trying to catch his breath. Not saying he's fatigued, but because of that liver shot, it seems like he's trying to grasp for air. And I mean, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens during the break, which is going to be coming up here very soon, as we are heading into the final minute of what has been a terrific fight.
Yep, and you can see also that Gono is attacking the body now more and more, even with the knees, with the left knee. He hit him already twice with the liver shot, and now he's attacking. Look at this.
And he's hurting that left leg.
He felt
and he sees it. You're right, boss. And now a desperate Acassio has him in the corner again. A great exhibition here of mixed martial arts skills between Akihiro Gono and Daniel Acassio. We are into less than 60 seconds in the opening round. Both these fighters doing a tremendous job.
Oh,
what a combination by Gono.
Same combination. He should reverse the combination now. Again, right straight to the head and then the liver shot. Daniel has to watch out though. He has to watch out to throw a right straight, because if he throws a right straight, he's exposing the right side of his body, which is where the liver is located. So he should more throw some kicks, knees, and left hooks. But keep that right elbow there now. And again
with that left hand, the liver shot, and then immediately upstairs. It's really paying dividends for Akihiro Gono in this, the first round. And Gono, who's only lost once in his last 14 fights, that being the defeat against Mauricio Shogun in his Pride debut at Bushido 2, looking very impressive in the latter portion of that opening round.
Yeah, because Mauricio, come on, he's a super striker. our middleweight champion from last time.
The tournament champion,
of
you better
course.
believe it.
Yep.
So, your thoughts, boss, is we are going to, I'm sure, look at plenty of action from that opening round. A great way to kick off the welterweight portion of Bushido, the tournament. Daniel Acassio and Akihiro lights out Gono.
Well, my thoughts is exactly what we always say. In a fight like this, I do not want to be a judge. It's very close. Both of them do pretty much everything that they need to do. I would say a little bit more technical is Gono because he goes for the body and then upstairs he's really looking for targets. Let's see, nice right there. Good combination here by Acassio. But there you see Gono moving away from the corner. Yes, he did his boxing training. Whoa, there we have the groundwork.
That was the definitely scoring sequence for Acassio in the early part of the round, but I thought the latter part of the round, boss, as you see here.
Yep, and he needs to block that low kick. You said it before. During the fight, he felt that low kick. You saw it. You saw him limping on his left leg a little bit.
I guess it would be the best way to put it was the first part with that, when you say he had the glove malfunction, Acassio able to pressure the action, score with that takedown, but then in the latter part of the round, the liver shots by Gono and then going after that left leg, definitely working to Gono's advantage. So here it is, the final 5 minutes. This fight still up for grabs. It should be fun to watch as Gono and Acassio try to advance to the next round of the welterweight tournament here at Ariake Coliseum. And Acassio quickly goes to work looking for the tie clinch. And now the underhooks.
And you saw in the beginning of the fight, Acassio wanted to shake hands, but Gono said no. He walked away.
It's business time. We can shake hands and socialize afterwards. I'm trying to win a Pride World Championship here.
If he tries to grab that right low kick, he should set it up with a fake right low kick and come up with a right straight over the hand, because that fake right low kick is going to bring the hands down of Acassio, and then you can connect with the right straight.
Wouldn't it be interesting, boss, because we've seen Acassio pressure the fight going in there with a flurry of combinations as we see Gono trying to twist him to the canvas, that Acassio maybe try to go to the ground game, go with the combinations, but fake that combination and try for a shot. We haven't really seen any of that yet.
No, not yet. I think that he simply wants to return the favor. He said, you know what, I've been hit a couple of times, and those shoot-the-box guys, man, they constantly attack.
And he has the power. He's been a Luda Livre black belt for 15 years, which of course is jiu-jitsu without the gi.
The liver kick. And another low kick here by Acassio. He's going to return the favor now.
Does liver kick count for one of those shots there, boss, or do you have to say liver shot in order for the your fans to enjoy some imbibing? Now it's Gono coming back with an overhand right. Nice front kick by Acassio, and that brings Gono down to his knee momentarily. Brilliant stuff.
But he ends up on top.
Gono comes back.
And now let's see what Gono can do in the guard.
From the top position in the butterfly now to the closed guard. You know, Gono has quite the pedigree in MMA, as you see Acassio trying to fight from the bottom, and now Gono looked like he was winding up for a right hand. He has wins over the likes of Ivan Salaverry, Chris Hasseman, Nilson De Castro, fought to a draw with Murillo Ninja Hua. Now trying to push away at the hips there is Acassio. Spider guard here, boss.
Yep, he doesn't want to be there. And I'm sure Gono wants to go to the sidemark position. Here we see Acassio wants to try to pass or going for a triangle. You see?
Yeah, it almost looked like an armbar attempt there as well, as we are halfway through the final round.
Nice. Made a 360 turn out to the left and with a kick. He saw Acassio doing that.
There's
so I can do it too.
Kick by Gono, taking a page out of the Brazilian playbook.
Setting up
and the shooter box corner imploring him to try for the omoplata, which was there, boss, with the attempt, but Gono too smart for that.
Absolutely. Holding his arm now, the only thing he has to be afraid of is an armbar or passing the arm again for a triangle choke. You see? He's holding it now. Oh, nope. Gono says, I know what you're doing.
Final 2 minutes. And now Gono, again, looking for a little Sakuraba action there, and it ends up in the closed guard. And Akihiro Gono continues to impress, boss, with each and every outing here in Pride Fighting Championships.
He's growing and growing into the fight. Getting better.
Course time becoming a factor and an enemy. Daniel Acassio on the bottom, needs to scramble, needs to try to sweep. Fatigue maybe becoming a factor as well. He's trying to work towards that right arm now, boss.
Yep. See what he can do with it. 1 minute and 15 seconds. He's got to work.
There he tries to scramble underneath, looking for the... And Gono again quickly back up to his feet. A very smart fight being fought by Gono. Meets him with a kick as Acassio comes back to his feet.
And again that low kick.
1 minute left in the last round.
And again that body shot. He's working it.
Into the final 60 seconds. Are we going to see fireworks to finish this very entertaining fight to kick off the welterweight portion of Bushido, the tournament? Nice!
Not a low kick.
Okay, and see there is a shot, but not much to it.
Beautiful takedown defense.
Gono able to counter it very effectively. And you can almost see the look of resignation on the face of Hujimar Fedrigo in the corner in the final 30 seconds. Now some strikes being delivered by Akihiro Gono. Daniel Acassio on the bottom. Now trying to into the half guard and wow, into the mouth, beautifully done.
But 8 seconds,
well,
he's got to start raining punches. Yeah, of course, this counts for something.
I think Akihiro Gono, and again,
armbar setup. It was an
judges
armbar
have
setup.
an unenviable task of judging, but what a tremendous performance by Akihiro Gono and Daniel Acassio of Suda Box. You could see the look on his face, boss. And again, we have to wait the judge's decision, but the Suda Box corner, dominant team. Again, the home of the 2005 Pride Middleweight Tournament champion, Mauricio Shogun, and of course the Pride Middleweight World Champion, Vanderlei Silva. I think the look on their faces says it all.
Yes, I think so too.
And
I really think so. Like you said in the beginning of the round, let's look at the replay first here before we go to analyze a little bit more. Nice right hook there by Acassio. And now we see Gono watch make the 360 with a stomp. It didn't work, but that right straight did come through.
Gono trains with former Abu Dhabi champion Sine Kukta, who I know you know as well, boss, a great fighter out of Japan, and like you say, continues to improve in all facets of MMA. The kicking, the combinations, and on the ground as well. We don't see many attempts at any submissions, but his defense and just controlling the fight. And let's now go to the judge's decision.
Judge Miyake, Gono. Judge Matta, Gono.
It's a unanimous decision, and Akihiro Gono advances to the final four of the 2005 Bushido welterweight tournament. Impressive victory over Daniel Acassio, handing Acassio his first loss in Pride. Gono improves to 2-1. And that has got to give him a lot of confidence, knocking off a member of Brazil's Suda Box Academy.
Yes, and it looks like he's in the perfect shape. Look at him, he's running away. Let's go to the dressing room, lay a little bit down, get a massage a little bit, and go out for some more.
He'll fight either Rio Chonan or Dan Henderson. That fight is coming up, and don't forget, in October 24th, it is Pride 30, fully loaded.
After the bell rings, comes the time to fight.
He's got one heck of a fight here.
Not good.
Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar.
He's shooting like that.
Michael and a couple of knees out there, exchanging blows.
Pride Fighting Championships presents Fully Loaded, premiering October 24th on pay-per-view.
Baroni's corner, imploring him to double up the jab. Real the sharp Chonan, the New York badass Baroni is indeed for real. Baroni backs up the top.
In my last fight, I got knocked out and the referee stopped the fight. It happens. But I feel it was okay because if the ref thinks the fight should stop, then I accept it. But if this kind of thing happens again, I'll be very upset. So whatever happens, don't stop my fight like that again.
I think he's a tough, well-rounded fighter. A little bit awkward. But as far as, I just feel that I beat him in every aspect of the game. I'm going to beat him on his feet. I'm going to beat him on the ground. Anybody has a chance to win, but I think it'd be a tough fight for him. I just don't see anything he can do to me to beat me.
I feel physically Dan Henderson is stronger than me, so mentally I'm not going to lose because I have a stronger heart.
I'm going to just be aggressive from the bell. If it happens in 20 seconds, that's great. If it happens in, as a decision, either way I'm winning. Obviously I'd rather fight shorter than longer, but I'll take either way, and I'm prepared to fight 2 15-minute fights if I have to.
Acassio よりダン・ヘンダーソン選手の入場です。
First round of the 2005 Bushido welterweight tournament continues. He's affectionately known in Japan as the American athlete. Dan Henderson moving down from middleweight to welterweight. And he is one of these fighters, boss, that wants to conquer both divisions. He feels it is a great challenge to fight in the middleweight division, but tonight begins his journey to win the welterweight championship. A two-time Olympic team member has plenty of respect for his opponent, Ryo the Shark Chonan. He says that when he's not training, he enjoys hunting and horseback riding. Didn't tell us he likes to fish, but tonight, that's what he's going to be doing. Yep. He's going to be taking on Ryo the Shark
Chonan. And Ryo, what did he say? From now on, he wanted to be the piranha? Oh no, he wanted to be the shark.
That's right.
All those nicknames.
青コーナー175センチ 82.9 キロ Chonan
Ryo the Shark Chonan is 28, 5'9", 183 pounds, 3-2 in Pride Fighting Championships.
180センチ 82.9 キロ Dan Henderson!
Dan Henderson is 35, 6'1", 183 pounds, 7-4 in Pride. And Chonan has in fact bought himself a pet shark, boss. And sharks have hearty appetites. And so he'll be looking for the champion's purse, I'm sure, in this tournament to feed his new pet. And lots of mutual respect here between these two fighters. Chonan, one of the Bushido aces, coming off a knockout loss to fellow tournament participant Phil Baroni. And he says that Henderson will be his toughest test yet. Henderson, of course, always considered one of the top fighters in the world. He was defeated by Antonio Rogerio Nogueira in the 2005 middleweight tournament. He tries to get back on the horse, so to speak, here in the opening round of this tourney.
And then it starts off 2 low kicks there, first the right, then the left. And there is
that opening right, that devastating right hand that Henderson is known for, and in lightning quick fashion. You know, Chonan has a new tattoo of the God of Thunder. Well, he just felt the Lord of Lightning in the form of that right hand of Dan Henderson in only 22 seconds. But Ryo Chonan was knocked out.
Ryo Chonan stated in his interview before that he did not want to have this fight stop soon. He thought it was a little bit soon last time. This time he jumped right back on his feet, but the referee, it's safety first. We say it to you a million times. Everything 22 seconds. What can I say? What a display.
You know what a flash knockout is, and I mean, you got to feel for someone like Ryo Chonan, but it's just overwhelming, but it happened again. I mean, let's take a look here, boss.
Yep, there is that overhand right of Dan, and another one, and that one dropped right underneath, on the jaw, underneath
there's
his ear.
just unbelievable shots, and I mean, it's all about intelligently defending yourself, boss, and safety first, and a great stop by the referee.
Great stop, and true what you said, he wasn't defending himself. See, 2 shots, he didn't defend himself for those 2 right straights. That's why the referee stopped the match.
For Dan Henderson, who has to fight twice in one night, it couldn't have gone any better. Henderson advances at the Bushido tournament.
I'm gonna smash Minowa. I'm gonna smash him. I guess I didn't beat him down bad enough the first time. I mean, I knocked the mullet off his ass, but we'll see if he still has those fucking things. See if he still has the Speedos. I don't think he will. If he does, I'll kick those off his ass. But he's a fucking chump, and I'm gonna smash him. He talked a lot of shit, said he wanted the rematch, and he got it. He got it. And I don't think he wants it. I don't think he wants it.
In my last fight, I regret what happened. But I did learn some lessons. So this time, I want to beat him, and I want to win for certain.
What lesson could he possibly learn from the last fight? What lesson could he possibly learn? Fucking don't forget your shine box. I'll fucking stomp your head in. What could he have learned? You know, he says he's a passion fighter. I'm a passion fighter. I love to trade. We'll fucking trade, bitch, because I'm going to be in the center of the ring. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking trade, man. I'll be there. You know, he didn't do shit. What could he have learned from the last fight? All he did was hold. Get a couple of takedowns and stall. What could he have learned?
I'm going to do it my way. If somebody gets in my way, I'm going to kill them.
I'm winning this fucking tournament. That's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm fucking here. It's just the name of the game, to be a champ. And I'm gonna be the champ. Long time coming. Long fucking time coming. I'm the fucking man. Baroni, Bushido, same thing, dude. Same fucking thing. Bushido is fucking Japanese for warrior. Well, Baroni is the same thing. Same thing. This is my fucking show. You know, people around here don't get it. I'm the fucking man. I'm the whole fucking show. I'm the man. What's the best fight of every show that I've been on? My fucking fight. If any show I've ever been on, I'm always the best fight. I'm the fucking main attraction. I'm the shit.
Baroni, for you.
プライドグランプリウェルター級トーナメント1回戦を行います。
And now for the 4th and welterweight championship match.
赤コーナーよりフィル・バローニ選手の入場です。
Champ is here. The champ is here.
This just in, MMA news. It's been rumored that Phil Baroni, the New York badass, is here for a spectacular comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
In the blue corner.
To quote the great Yankee quipper, Yogi Berra, boss, it is deja vu all over again. The New York badass Phil Baroni and Ikuhisa Minowa are about to renew acquaintances in the Pride Bushido welterweight tournament.
There's nothing who can predict, nobody who can predict the outcome of this fight. I said it in the opening, Minowa is looking for revenge. I hope that Phil prepared himself for that because this fight is going to be brutal.
That's a good prediction.
Yeah.
And I think another one that might be safe for you to make, boss, is it probably won't go the distance.
Okay, it won't go the distance.
There you go, my friend.
Thank you.
Anyway, the New York badass Phil Baroni, of course, has a new lease on his MMA life here in Japan, going 2-0 in Pride with his debut at Bushido 7. Probably the Bushido Brawl of the Year, according to many fans and pundits, as he and Minowa entertained fans all over the world as Baroni knocked him out, coming off a KO victory over Rio Chonan. He says he's now in better shape than he was for the first fight. Feels his ground game has gotten a lot better. Doesn't think anyone in this tournament can hold him down. He had a problem with that before, but now he feels confident in that regard and is not afraid to let his hands go.
Wow, good comments. And he did let his hands go against Rio Chonan. But if we look back at the first meeting that he had with Minowa, Minowa scored a few 1-2s on him right away in the beginning of the fight. So he really has to watch out for that, because if they connect, Minowa looks bigger and stronger to me. We saw him in the World meeting, at the weigh-ins. He looks stronger too. Sized up, more power, and of course, he was training on Mount Fuji.
第4試合を行います。
青コーナー180センチ 82.9 キロ
Phil, the New York Badass Baroni is 29, 5'9", 183 pounds, 2-0 in Pride Fighting Championships.
175センチ 82.6 キロ
Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa was 29, 5'9", 183 pounds, 5-4 in Pride FC, and when he made his way to the ring, received a deafening roar of approval from the crowd here at Ariake Coliseum. And boss, take a look at what we're seeing right now. Words cannot describe what we see right now, I don't think. These two,
the craziest stare down I've ever seen,
are ready to go at it again. If it's half as good as the opening fight was, we are in for a dynamite encounter between Baroni and Minowa. It's the rematch part of the welterweight tournament here at Ariake Coliseum. And Minowa goes for the takedown right away. And you hear the crowd immediately in unison rally behind their native star, and boy, is he ever popular, boss.
Yeah, he's very charismatic. He's very funny in interviews and everything what he does, and especially his fighting style. He will try anything to win a fight.
And you can see that he's put on a lot of size since his last fight with Baroni. And he is very adept at the leg locks.
Very smart here from Baroni. He put his knees together so he couldn't. So yes, he's doing it again. He has to watch out for leg locks here. But I'm sure that Phil knows this, because Minowa beat Gilbert Eiffel with a leg lock. Oh, this doesn't look good. Yes, he's got to keep at least a half butterfly guard in there. Does he have it? Let me see. It's a crazy angle. Okay, he's half guard here. But the other foot is there inside. Phil needs to get up. There's a knee.
Another knee by Minowa. And a series of knee strikes by Minowa, as again he's put on some size. Boss has gotten stronger since these two combatants last met at Bushido 7.
Yep. Right now, Phil Baroni should explode to the right.
And there is that arm.
He should explode
for Minowa, right, looking perhaps for a Kimura attempt.
Yep, and he's going
for it.
Phil should put his knee in between the hands here and
maybe now for an Americana.
Yep, he's going for it. That's one thing for sure. Phil should lower his body. Good. That is good too, of course. Just break the grip. Knees to the thighs here from Minowa. Also very smart, because they're going to add up if this fight goes longer than the first round. And again, looking for that arm. For the reverse figure 4. And now again for the figure 4.
And Baroni simply able to power. Again, Baroni, one of the strongest fighters in this welterweight tournament. But now Minowa, again, looking to secure in the submission.
There's the knee. He's got to push it up. He's got to bring it in. Oh, he's got to go. Yes, he's bringing it in. Phil is trying the escape.
Minowa very proficient with submissions. But Baroni continues to just be calm. He's now pushed against the ropes, boss.
He should try to see if he can put his right hand underneath his body, underneath Minowa's body, and then throw him over.
He looks very calm.
Underneath and throw him over him.
But Minowa also very smart, doesn't if he doesn't see it, he's not going to expend unnecessary energy either. He's a veteran.
I just wanted to say the same thing. He's looking for that straight arm here now. And Phil needs to get out of there, because eventually you're going to run out of power. No, not Phil, he says. Oh, and again going for that same lock here. Now Phil
And good
puts his
move
knee
by
in.
Baroni to lift that knee, boss. So again, he talked about getting better on his ground game, now trying to reverse it. But again, how much does Minowa have that arm?
And again, Phil should try to put his right hand underneath the hips of Minowa and throw him over him. That would be the escape here now.
Probably more than any other matchup in the welterweight tournament. The Japanese fans really looking forward to this encounter. And now, as he has some space here, boss, he's going to try again to sink in that Kimura, perhaps. But Baroni, again, very calm, cool, and collected. Now the referee, Yuji Shimada, finally calling for some action. Not lots going on the bottom, and maybe that's all okay by Baroni's standard.
Yep. Baroni, very strong. You mentioned it. It's going to be difficult for Minowa to pull it off, and he's wasting a lot of energy right now. And Baroni had that look on his face. Okay, whatever. Just a minute before here.
Is there anything that you see? Okay, now it looks like it's going to be swept, but I was going to say that from your vantage point now, boss, that Minowa could do to try to manipulate that arm even more from this vantage point. He's run out of real estate.
He's got to bend it. This is what he's doing now. This is perfect. He needs to bend the arm. Now he needs to really push the arm of Baroni to the head.
Instead of going for the Kimura, though, boss, is there any other thing that you see that he could maybe do easier? Again, I mean, you can't telepathically tell him, but is there something else that you see right now?
I would go for ground and pound. Why not?
Go into the full mount there, but now the Shimada, the official, going to move them into the same position, just away from the ropes.
And again, he's going for it.
But again, a very strong opponent in Phil Baroni, who's trying to strike now from the bottom. And the referee Shimada yelling at Minowa to work the finish. Now has the mount.
Not a good sign. Phil should explode. With his right foot, he should lock up the left foot of Minowa and then roll to the other side. That would be the escape right now. Again, he can do it the same thing. With his left, yes, now he should roll to the right.
Now Minowa releases it.
No. Now Minowa got both hands out, so he's got two posts. Nothing can happen now. But we saw this in the first encounter.
Yeah, we did.
And it ended also different. So let's see what's going to happen now.
We've passed the 6-minute mark in a fight that has been controlled by Ikuhisa Minowa on the ground, but now Phil Baroni looking to scramble, perhaps looking for the sweep. But Minowa with that wide base. You can hear the corner of Baroni asking him to push his head, maybe push his hips away.
Push his head away.
Yep, he needs to do it. He needs to skip his hips out. He needs to work. Almost 3 minutes left. He really needs to work. That's what he needs to do. Get up. Whatever he does, he needs to get up, but hey.
Very tenacious Minowa.
Yeah, like Spider-Man. He's glued onto him.
The Velcro grip of Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa, knowing what's at stake. Just continues to blanket Phil Baroni, who tries now. Again, now looking for the guillotine.
Good move here by Phil by moving back. Minowa constantly attacking the thighs of Phil Baroni with his elbows. This looks a little better, but you see Minowa is crawling up to him. He won't let him escape. He said, you know what? That happened the first time we fought. I won't let that happen a second time.
Just hold, just hold. Just hold, let's go.
Heading into the final 2 minutes of the opening round. Again, Not a lot of sustained action on the ground, but Ikuhisa Minowa, boss, blanketing Phil Baroni, but we're going to have to wait and see here what the official Yuji Shimada dictates.
Right there.
Quick, Phil.
Although there was not a lot of power behind it, this is what Minowa should do more. Just punch.
Go, find a way out. Find a way out, Phil. Get off them ropes.
Grabbing the legs, very smart.
Come on, Phil.
Strange position.
Let's go, you're out now. You're out, Phil.
Turns into him in side control. Baroni snaps in the half guard. Your thoughts on what you're seeing thus far, boss?
My thoughts are exactly like it was the first fight. It looks like the same thing what happened in the first fight. Phil's got 1 minute left, 1 minute and 20 seconds actually. He really needs to work. Oh, the referee puts them back on their feet and will restart in the center of the ring. Minowa here, you can see he's breathing heavy. I don't know if it really affected him.
He did a lot of high altitude training at Mount Fuji, always picks some exotic locales to train for his fights, kept it in Japan this time. The picturesque Mount Fuji and really looking for revenge, wanting to avenge that knockout off Baroni. And there is a reversal, the sweep by Baroni now, some shots to the body.
He's got 1 minute
and
left.
A kick to the head.
Leg lock coming up. Is the knee secured? He's going to go for a heel hook. He's pulling it out. Beautiful the defense there by Phil Baroni. Now Phil is on top. You see shades all over, the same as the first fight. Look at this. He's coming back strong now.
And Minowa wearing those wrestling boots. That will work to Baroni's favor if he attempts the ankle locks.
Yep. But I don't
up
think
kicks
Phil
by
goes
Minowa.
for that. Phil really wants to go for a knockout.
You better believe it.
Yeah. Pulls him to the side now, and now he starts hammering down those heavy hands that he has. Look at this.
Bad intentions being delivered by Phil Baroni. Kicks to the head, but time is running out in the first round. 15 seconds remaining, and Baroni now finally with a flurry of activity to end round number one.
Looking for that kick again.
Minowa was trying to secure the ankle as well, and now 10 seconds left. And well, less than that as the bell rings. So you're right, boss. Definitely very similar to what we saw in their first encounter at Bushido 7.
Yes, the only difference is that this time I saw Phil walking to his corner like nothing happened. So he's in a better shape than he was last time. Looks good. Minowa, let me see what I can see from here. Nope, I have no view on Minowa. But hey, here we have him. Tired, of course. All those attempts, those submission attempts, they cost power.
Yeah, at first it looks like he was waiting to look for the opportunity, but you're right, as it wore on and he still had the arm, he was putting more and more energy. Let's take a look at some of the action there. The takedown attempt by Minowa.
Yep, and he got it. He got it. Kept holding the leg. He said, oh no, I'm not gonna let you go anymore. And then exactly like last time here, we see him going for the reverse figure four, now the straight, of course, armbar, and then again for the hammer lock.
The interminable attempt at a submission there, and really, you wonder, I guess, if Phil Baroni, knowing that he has to, if he's victorious, has to fight again tonight, a risky strategy, but one, I guess, that if it works out, will make him look like a genius, because you're right, he is conserving energy, but he still has to now unload in the final 5 minutes, and I think maybe that's probably, boss, what he might be doing, right? Because now he has to stand up. He gets an opportunity to begin the second and final round in the stand-up. We'll see what happens if they do indeed repeat their first fight's action, because here we are, the final 5 minutes of this meeting, and Baroni is smiling at Minowa saying, are you ready?
Baroni cannot let him get taken down again. He needs to keep this fight now on his feet.
And there is the shot.
He has to defend himself, cross-facing.
Can't hold the ropes.
Well, this is not good for Phil. Now he really needs to work. Everything that he did at the end of round number one, he needs to do right now.
Bring up a very good point, boss, and I think he's definitely very well aware of that, because the round now cut in half, only 5 minutes left, and definitely with an opportunity to advance to the final four and a chance to fight at Shockwave for the Pride World Welterweight Championship. That's the only reason Phil Baroni says he came to Japan. And Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa, of course, a huge star here in his native country. Lots at stake, and really not just an opportunity to become a champion, but you get the feeling these two really don't like each other, boss.
Yeah, there was a little talk going on, eh?
A lot of trash talking at the press conference, and a lot of bad blood stemming from their first encounter.
You see, Minowa is just holding him. It's not like he's working for something. He really needs to start doing something. But if he starts doing something, that will give Phil opportunities to escape.
You hear Baroni's corner. There's intensity emanating from there, but it doesn't seem to be translating to Phil Baroni right now.
This doesn't look good. It looks like he's going to get a mount. No, he's back in half guard. It looked like Minowa was going for the mount, and again goes for the reverse figure four. This is a good move. No.
Mark Coleman yelling at him that he's got to take a chance. And now he's got the arm again. This time it's the left, or make that the right arm. Nice reversal there by Baroni, but look at Minowa, very tenacious as we mentioned, boss.
Very good defense there for that straight armbar by Phil Baroni.
And now he's into the closed guard. But again, 3 minutes left. Guillotine, single leg pickup by Minowa.
Is it sunk in? We don't know. No, I don't think so. Yep, and there we have all our referees. Look, we got 3 people pushing him back.
Great job there, Johnny on the spot to keep the combatants inside the squared circle. And now they're on their feet. And again, a great job by Minowa to secure the takedown. Third time of the fight.
Gotta take a big chance. Let's go. Let's go, Phil. Phil, fucking find a way out of there. Let's go.
A little bit over halfway in round number 2.
Dig.
Ikuhisa Minowa continues now. Referee Yuji Shimada going to bring them back to the center of the ring. Minowa, you know, will going to try to probably work to improve position and try to submit, but Phil Baroni doesn't look like the same Phil Baroni we've seen in his other 2 appearances here in Pride, boss.
You know what? I have to say, it's very difficult to fight a guy like Minowa. Minowa is really holding him down. He doesn't go really for submissions. He's got a perfect balance, go into half guard, then goes for that figure 4 or a normal reverse figure 4. You know, this is a position that you pretty much cannot get out of.
Yeah, for a fighter, he's a very frustrating opponent. There's no doubt about that.
There's not a lot of damage that he does, but he's got a very good control here. 1.5 minutes. Phil
There's
needs
the arm
to get
there.
out.
Minowa right away again, just distributing his weight. Now in side control. Now to mount.
What can he do with this?
Well, he's trying some ground and pound. There's the arm.
He's going to get it, it looks like.
Good defense here by Baroni.
Yep, and now Phil needs to start now.
Yes, you're right about that. Needs to unload all of his artillery as there is only 1 minute remaining in this fight. And it is indeed do or die time for Phil Baroni. Last minute of the fight. And will we see both fighters pull out all the stops? Baroni looking to cinch in perhaps a guillotine here, but Minowa just has that double leg Nelson, north-south knees.
T 35 seconds. What can he do with it? He needs to let him go. Ground and pound, full power. Anything he has, he needs to throw out now.
The fans letting everyone know who they are behind. Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa. Phil Baroni has him in the corner. This one is going to the scorecards. A vicious kick delivered by Baroni. Another knee, another kick. And this looks like, again, a page out of the first fight, but maybe too little too late this time around. We will go to the scorecards.
Yep. What can I say? I'm repeating myself. I'm not going to say anything. Right away, he goes for the arm attempt. I would say, because Minowa went all for the submission attempts, that he went, because he went for the submission attempts and he hold him down, but maybe he's got the win. But at the end of round 1, Phil came back stronger. And at the end of round 2, Phil came back stronger. So I don't know how that counts. So that's why we got judges. So let's see what they say.
It came down to the takedowns, 3 of them for Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa. They paid dividends, boss. The takedown defense not there tonight for Phil Baroni. We will now await the official decision.
Minowa.
Unanimous decision for Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa. And how sweet it is for the Japanese star, because not only does he avenge the loss, but he advances in the welterweight Bushido tournament and improves to 6-4 while handing the New York Badass his first loss in Pride Fighting Championships.
Wow. Hey, 1-1. Looks good for a rematch.
And it's a good night for the Japanese fighters so far in the welterweight division, as Akihiro Gono and Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa have advanced. And a reminder, the next time we will be on pay-per-view is Monday. Make note of that, Monday, October 24th, for Fully Loaded. Call your cable or satellite provider and be a part of the #1 MMA organization in the world. Fully Loaded, coming to pay-per-view Monday, October 24th.
After the bell rings, comes the time to fight.
Got one heck of a fight here.
Not good, not good.
Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar.
He should have left there.
Michael and a couple of names. Now they're exchanging blows.
Pride Fighting Championships presents Fully Loaded, premiering October 24th on pay-per-view.
Murilo Bustamante is 39, 6'1", 183 pounds, 1-3 in Pride.
180センチ、82.9 キロ、Suda
Masanori Suda is 32, 5'11", 183 pounds, making his debut in Pride. It's the 4th and final Bushido welterweight tournament matchup. And boss, that record for Bustamante here in Pride Fighting Championships, a little deceptive, because those fights, most of them at the 205-pound limit. This is his first, opportunity now to fight for the title at his natural weight of 183 pounds. And again, has been a champion before at this weight, undefeated, in fact, at the 183-pound limit. Now Suda making his debut, the Shudo champion, and he has quite an impressive record as well. It should be very interesting with Bustamante, the submission specialist, and Suda having not been submitted in over a decade.
So let's hope this fight's going to be under feet. No, right away here we see Murillo want to take this fight to the ground, and of course, because he's a wizard there, and he wants to break that spell, the 10-year not being submit. He wants to try and see if he can do it.
You're asking two ground specialists now to stay on their feet, although Bustamante does have some boxing skills, but he will indeed try to put it on the canvas where he is an artiste, if you will. Setting up the takedown, nicely done by Bustamante.
Oh, looking for submissions, very hard to take down. Look at this. Let's see who's going to get the takedown here.
Nice strip takedown there by Bustamante, and probably is going to try to pass immediately, although a close guard from Suda. Now, Suda comes into Pride with victories over the likes of Shannon the Cannon Rich, Ronald Machine Gun John, Lance Gibson, and Ray Cooper. So some recognizable names there, boss. He has great experience. An opportunity here as well to fight for the welterweight championship. But speaking of experience, at the age of 39, the most experienced fighter in this tournament is Murilo Bustamante.
Looking for the mount, and you see here how Suda right away escapes. Beautiful. Murilo Bustamante has also a really nice right straight. Now let's see if he can land that.
Suda's fought 2 tournament participants. In fact, he beat Ryo Chonan via split decision. In a deep show, lost to Akihiro Gono on a Shudo event and a takedown there, but he's got some good takedown defense and very quick to get back up on his feet as Masanori Suda, although he gets jacked by that left and right.
It's very stiff. Boom, and again, oh, very nice.
Back fist by Suda electrifies the crowd. What a unique move that we don't see a lot of here in Pride Fighting Championships.
Yes, and we should, because as you can see, it's very effective. Never saw it. He ate a right straight and he countered it with a back fist.
Well, remember what happened to Josh Punk Thompson.
Oh, armbar. Oh, yep, and there we got Murilo Bustamante. If he can stretch it out now.
Yves Edwards, who's coming up later on tonight. When Thompson tried that move in the United States, the spinning back fist was met with a kick knockout, one of the best knockouts in MMA, so it doesn't always pay off, but for Suda, it did tonight. Although, like you say, Bustamante now working
that arm.
That arm.
He's working that arm. One thing he cannot do now is put Suda on his back because the ropes are here. But we saw Paulo Filho, his teammate, pulling up the same armbar. It looks like he's got it. Yep, he's got it.
Murilo Bustamante, an early submission victory, which will behoove him as he advances to another fight tonight. The 4th and final fighter to advance in the Bushido welterweight tournament, joining Dan Henderson, Iguhisa Minowa, and Akihiro Gono. 3 minutes and 20 seconds of the opening round with the armbar. Murilo Bustamante defeats Masanori Suda.
Yep, and he did what I said in the beginning. He broke the spell. 10 years not being submitted. Well, he put an end to it. There we go with the back fist. Whoa, it was more of a forearm that hit Murilo. But now here, look at this, how beautiful and fast he set it up. Switches his hips out. Yeah, once he got it, you caught. It's over. And yeah, like I said, Paulo Filho pulled off exactly the same armbar.
And an intriguing Final Four pending the medical checkups. Murilo Bustamante, Dan Henderson, Iguhisa Minowa, and Akihiro Gono. 2 of them will be going on to Shockwave to fight for the first ever Pride World Welterweight Championship. And there is Murilo Bustamante. And again, remember, for the latest on your favorite fighters, for Pride merchandise, DVDs, etc., log on to pridefc.com, pridefc.com.
Lights, action, camera.
He's a very interesting character. Also, his fights are interesting. He's more like an entertainer.
Face mask. I'm a mass murderer. Get it? Mass murderer. So, what's up with the mask is, you know, I come like a thief in the night because I wish I was in the tournament, but instead I'm an altar. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, new look, new everything. New look, new fighting style. I used to be a knockout artist, thanks to Joey Vincere, AKA Dream Smasher. Now I'm a submitting artist. And I'll submit you in a minute.
The only way he can beat me is by knocking me out, but I'm not worried about that at all.
I want to knock him out, but like his strong point is on the ground. So I had to make that part of my strong point too. You know, so I'm just different, sir. Mishima, I can knock him out. I do a lot of jacking off, you know, because I don't get no women. So these arms are like humongously big, you know what I'm talking about? So knocking a person out is nothing. Submitting them is everything, you know, because you got to work for submissions. Knockouts, anybody can get knocked out.
I welcome him because his submissions are terrible.
All in all, it's a fight, and I come to fight, and I'm not taking any bullshit from Mishima, you know. If he wants to go to the ground, we'll go to the ground, and I'll play that ground game with him just to let him know that jacking off is the best exercise you can have. There's pleasure and there's workout.
これより第6試合ライト級トーナメントリザーブマッチを行います。青コーナー170センチ 68.8 キロチャールズ・クレイジーホース・ベネット
Charles Crazy Horse Bennett is 24'5'7", 155 pounds, 1-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
170センチ 72.9 キロ三島ドコンジョーナスケ
Dokonjonsuke Mishima is 33'5'8", 155 pounds, 1-2 in Pride. It is the reserve bout in the Pride lightweight tournament, and two of the more entertaining fighters in the lightweight division, the eccentric, charismatic Crazy Horse Bennett boss, and equally dynamic Mishima. If anything, this will be, well, there he is again, mugging for the camera, Mr. Bennett.
That's a golden mouthpiece he has.
Is that a mouthpiece or are those his teeth?
I think it matches his teeth. I think he's got silver teeth and golden mouthpiece.
Mishima says that Bennett is more of an entertainer than a serious fighter, and he's going to show him what a serious MMA fighter is all about. And now Bennett encouraging the crowd to cheer for his fighter. All right, we've got the gamesmanship here. And again, these fighters, not a part of the official lightweight tournament, but indeed two of the more entertaining combatants in Pride Fighting Championships. Mishima, of course, always entertaining the hometown crowd, if you will, and Bennett, since bursting on the scene in Pride, has really turned many heads, boss.
Yes, he did. He's great outside. Ooh, nice kick to the body there, and right away followed up by a takedown.
We saw him during the warm-up when they were training before the show started. We commented on that.
He's got a guillotine, but right away you see Mishima putting his left arm in, which is perfect to do for the escape. But yeah, like you said, at the warm-up, he was doing it. You know what? Maybe people should watch the warm-ups a little bit more.
Side control now for Mishima. Bennett, Mishima looking like he was going for the armbar. Good balance there momentarily by Bennett, but look at Mishima quickly grab control of his back. Bennett has been working on his ground game with fast-rising American star Joey Dream Smasher Villasenor. And you can see that he's clean-shaven, saying that he wants to clean up his act and change his game around a bit. He used to refer to his left and right biceps as his ground game.
Yeah.
Now it's
he needs to do something, because just sitting there as a target, the referee will stop it.
Or laying target, if you will.
He should buck up. He should try to escape this situation. Not good. Here we go, but then, and again, you don't want to make the mistake by getting caught in the choke.
Mishima, the reigning deep middleweight champion, last time he was in Pride, was armbarred by Yves Edwards, and Edwards' Pride debut. Oh, how beautifully done kick. Short distance and a knee there by Bennett as both fighters are back up on their feet.
Let's see what Crazy Horse is going to do about that. Because now he got warned. Nice spinning back kick there, although it hit air, not gold mouthpieces.
You know, they're saying there's gold in them there hills. In this fight, there's gold in them there grills. boss. Mishima. Oh, look at that uppercut by Bennett, and it tags Mishima. But look at Mishima quickly recuperating into the side control.
Perfect defense. Somebody got you in the guillotine, jump to the opposite side, and that's what he's doing. Look at the power here of Bennett. He tries to reverse him, but Mishima's balance is perfect, and he still got it. Charles should throw him over now. Buck him up. Backwards. Try, at least. Knees to the thigh. I'm a big fan of those. The only thing, you have to load them up, because if you load them up, you only need like 3 of them. It's going to be the end of the fight. Look at this scramble here.
Scramble
nice.
by Bennett, and there's a Bennett slam. Oh, right on his head. But look at
Mishima going again.
Quickly.
He's going again for the same one. There is an arm in between, and now does he pop out? Yes, he pops out. Very good. Look at this, he's looking for a reversal. Now Bennett tried to climb on his back. Going for leg lock for sure now, Mishima is. He can do a toe hold. This is probably where he's looking for. He can do a heel hook, of course, but a toe hold would be preferred. And it looks like he's going for it because he's holding the toes. This is also a good lock. Pulling, it's a heel hook. You push, yes!
And Bennett taps.
I actually want to fight with the same technique. Beautiful. It's the same thing as a heel hook, only you do it with pushing the toes and pulling the heel with the other hand. But it's exactly the same effect.
And a jubilant Takanori Mishima at 4 minutes 4 seconds evens his Pride record to 2-2, tapping out Crazy Horse Bennett, who falls to 1-2 in Pride Fighting Championships, and he appears to be in a lot of pain following that heel hook submission.
Yep, that all happened when I was fighting. They outlawed heel hooks in the organization I was fighting for, so then I came up with this thing, and it's not like I came up with it, of course, but it worked, and here we saw it. Look at this, beautiful scramble here, guillotine. Now we got the takedown from Bennett, beautiful takedown and escape for it, and another one, guillotine. He should jump to the other side, and here he's digging in, grabbing the heel and pushing the toes down.
And Mishima wins the reserve fight of the 2005 Bushido lightweight tournament. A reminder that the next time Pride Fighting Championships comes to pay-per-view is Monday, October 24th. Call your cable or satellite provider. Do not miss Pride Fighting's Fully Loaded, Monday, October 24th.
After the bell rings, comes the time to fight.
He's got one heck of a fight here.
Not good.
Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar.
He's shooting at them. Michael and a couple of knees out there, exchanging blows.
Pride Fighting Championships presents Fully Loaded, premiering October 24th on pay-per-view.
Well, I'm excited to be here because it's just, you know, you want to fight the best guys, you know, always to compete and kind of find out where you're at, you know, what level you're on. But I never expected them to put them all in the same tournament and do 2 of them in one day. So overwhelmed is ultimately how I'm feeling.
Good fighter.
I'm not really worried about anything.
Yeah, I'm worried. Worried at one is size. You know, I'm the little guy coming up. He was a bigger guy coming down, you know, and so size. I'm always worried about the bigger guys taking me down, laying on me and making the fight boring. I can't stand the idea. I'd literally, people think I'm nuts, but I'd almost rather get submitted, get the fight over than have the fans think that was boring. I don't mind losing. I mind very much having a boring fight. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it no more, you know?
I've been fighting for more than 10 years. So I'm not afraid of anything anymore. I just want to get in there and enjoy the fight. So I don't care who my opponent is. It really doesn't matter. I just want to enjoy it. At the beginning of my career, I would always get nervous before my fight. But right now, in my mind, I just want to finish the fight, go home, and eat. That is all I'm thinking about right now.
I want it to end the first time he tries to exchange punches with me. I want him to realize that's the mistake. I want everybody in this tournament to realize, exchange punches with me, you know, if you want to play that game, because it's a gamble I'm willing to take. And if I hit you, you know, I might be the smallest, but I pack the most dynamite. I got the one-punch knockout. And so I'll play the game with any of them. And if Sakurai wants to disrespect that, and the first time we exchange hands is, I'm gonna let him go, I'm gonna drop him. I'm fully 100% confident in that, because if you look at the way I fight, you look how I end fights, that's how I do it. I hit you.
To me, his weakness is he's focused on only punches. Like in his fight with Gomi. Gomi had a stronger punch, so Jens lost. If he fights against a stronger puncher, he will lose. So I'm looking to prove that that is his weakness.
ただいまより本日の第7試合ブラインドグランプリライト級トーナメント1回戦を行います。
And now for the 7th and lightweight championship match.
青コーナーよりジェイス・パルマー選手入場です。
First fight of the 2005 Bushido lightweight tournament. Features American veteran Jens Little Evil Pulver, diminutive dynamo, maybe the smallest fighter out of the 8 competing, but he packs a lot of dynamite in his hands.
Especially that left straight of his, very good. And he also, we stated it the last time when he was fighting, going for the body a lot. Let's see if he can pull one off here in this fight, because his opponent, it's a tough one.
Scored a first round KO over Taisho at Bushido 7, made a very impressive debut in Pride at the last Shockwave event, hooking up with Takanori Gomi to showcase their boxing prowess before he was sent to the canvas with a lethal left hook. But Pulver, very articulate, very well spoken, has written a book. A great ambassador for the sport of mixed martial arts. Already has tasted championship glory in the United States and now wants to be the first Pride World Lightweight Champion. He wants to start showing more of his ground game. Feels overwhelmed to be here, has lots of respect for Hayato Sakurai, but that respect is going to turn into a fight tonight.
青コーナー170センチ72キロジェイス・パルマー
Jens Little Evil Pulver is 35'7", 150 pounds, 1-1 in Pride.
赤コーナー171センチ 72.7 キロ桜井マッハ
Hayato Sakurai is 29'5'8", 160 pounds, 3-2 in Pride Fighting Championships, and really, boss, he says he's the strongest he's been physically and mentally in years. A chance to relive some of the greatness he experienced years ago, and for each of these fighters, really, 2 of the greatest smaller fighters, if you will. And I mean, you look at Sakurai, not small by any stretch of the imagination, but a chance to really showcase their respect for each other, but engage in what could be a classic confrontation to kick off the Bushido lightweight tournament, Sakurai versus Pulver.
Yeah, this one for sure, this pace is going to be unbelievably high. Both fighters really want to win. Look at those inside low kicks. If I fight a southpaw, that's the first thing I always go for, right low kick inside.
Of course, Sakurai also a good ground game, but now going upstairs with the combinations. But Pulver has tremendous takedown defense.
Yep, Pulver there received the right straight to the body. Pulver can do exactly the same back with the left straight to the body and then come up with a right hook to the head. And like I said, You can see it. The pace is real high. And with the weight class they're fighting in, they will keep going like this.
Sakurai recently married to his beautiful bride, Amy. And there he tags him with the left. Going for the tie clinch.
Good takedown defense there by Jens.
Comes back with his own combination. Nice kick by Sakurai.
Very good. He's non-stop attacking the inside leg of Jens Pulver. Jens got to block it or he's got to take it and counter it with the left straight. He needs to do something, but taking it is very dangerous because it's the strong leg of Sakurai coming all the way from the back, you see, and again he's attacking it. He has to watch out, bring his shin up.
Doing a great job of taking away that lead leg, attacking it inside, and besides gym work, he swam and climbed mountains in the beautiful Pacific Northwest of the United States, working with Matt. Oh, and that devastating high kick by Sakurai, but Pulver absorbs it.
Now you know why he was constantly attacking the low kick with low kicks, you see? Low kick, low kick, low kick, and suddenly he came up with that high kick. Jens could do exactly the same thing. He should attack with his left leg, the inside leg of Sakurai.
It's unbelievable how Sakurai's morphed into this lightweight fighter, 160 pounds at the weigh-in, the limit for lightweights in Pride, but really renewed commitment to the fight game. While Jens Little Evil Pulver, a feared striker. Again, we talk about it. It's not the size of the fight, or the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog. And Pulver, for sure, always ready to go, boss.
Yep, and always dangerous.
Misses with that vicious left.
He knows that the only thing he needs to do is connect. Ooh, nice hard kick there by Sakurai. Oh, and a good knee attack there. Wow, Sakurai looks really good.
You know, Sakurai used to fight at welterweight, 183 pounds. Lost a lot of weight for this, but looks in tremendous shape, and he should pack a lot of power fighting at this weight.
We hear the corner here of Jens Pulver telling that he needs to make combinations, and right away you see Jens doing it. He really needs to push it. He needs to watch out for that kick because it's going to cost him later on into this fight, I'm telling you.
Accumulating damage points as Hayato Sakurai goes straight through the guard with that right jab.
Ooh, what a hard kick to the body. Very hard.
Nice overhand left by Pulver. And again, that middle kick by Sakurai, and he's really doing a great job scoring with those kicks.
Yep, and the thing is, he throws it to the legs, to the body, and to the head, so it's not like, if it's constantly to the body, Jens at least can block it and counter it with the left straight, but he's mixing it up.
Boss, look at Jens Pulver, and what do you see? Do you see the fact that he's starting to now show the effects of those leg kicks? It's starting to take its toll, isn't it?
It needs to, it has to be. I mean, he gets kicked with a strong leg, with the back leg. I'm always saying it, the longer a kick or a punch travels, the more power it has. Well, it comes all the way from the back.
And then, does that not precipitate more desperate measures for Pulver, who now Sakurai is picking apart with strikes?
Yep, he's got great hands. Sakurai's game plan is very good, attacking the leg, the front leg.
Very methodical thus far.
And as you can see, it already starts to turn darker and darker. Look. He also is hitting the calf, you see?
Now going the other way. So Sakurai, very precise.
There we go.
Now he gets rocked with that right hand.
And what did I say?
And now Pulver opening up on Sakurai.
Whoa! What a fight. Yeah, I told you, you know, he needs only to connect.
Knee strike followed by a right. And now it's Sakurai's turn. What a great sequence of action there, midway through round number one. Going downstairs again with the low kick is Sakurai, trying for the tie clinch as they jockey for dominant position. A nice left knee by Pulver.
Whoa.
Oh, nice jabs by Pulver. Comes back with a left. We've got ourselves a great stand-up war.
Oh, yes. What a great fight.
Two of the best in Sakurai and Jens Pulver, vying to advance in the first ever Bushido tournament for lightweights at 160 pounds.
We hear the corner here. Jens Pulver saying attack. He's still hurt.
But Sakurai gets through the guard with a jab. And you know that Pulver's taken a lot of damage to the legs with those kicks.
Yep, and it slows him down. It slows you down.
4 minutes remaining in the opening round. A great pace to kick off this fight. And again, Sakurai goes back to the low kick.
Oh, a little bit too low there.
Great counterattack by Sakurai.
Yeah, Sakurai is doing a phenomenal job. Moving to the left the whole time.
Exactly,
Nice.
definitely circling
Right
away
there.
from the power of Pulver. And now
Perfect.
Sakurai opening up. And it looks like Pulver's got something, a front kick right to the face. Exploiting every advantage is Hayato Maha Sakurai.
Jen should clinch here now.
I think Pulver's...
Oh, and he comes
Pulver
back
comes
with that
back
punch.
the left.
What's going to happen now?
A seesaw affair.
Can Sakurai do something with this takedown?
The pendulum of momentum swinging to and fro. This is what mixed martial arts is all about. Bushido lightweight tournament opening match of the 8-man tourney. Maha Sakurai and Jens Pulver with 3 minutes remaining in the first round. Uppercut attempt by Sakurai. And Pulver got tagged with a knee as he missed with that wild left hook. And he gets caught with a right. And now Sakurai pressing the action, catches him with a high roundhouse cross.
Beautiful action here. Jens is recouping. He needs to keep this fight close now. Recoup a little bit, reorganize your head, and then go back into the fight.
Who scored the more damaging blows so far in round one, boss?
Sakurai for sure. Jens hit him a few times hard, but Sakurai, those kicks, they count.
He's using more of his MMA techniques. Is Hayato Maha Sakurai. Very calm, cool, collected individual. He says nothing worries him. Just sticking to his game plan, but give Jens Pulver all the respect and credit in the world as well, hanging in there and making a fight of it.
And look what he does. He changes to southpaw position. No, he's back to the normal stance now.
Conventional now. But not finding the target. Is Sakurai doing a great job.
Jens should go with the right hook to the head and then the left straight to the body. He should start attacking the body. And same counter, of course, but vice versa, because he's not a southpaw for Sakurai. Going for the body later into the fight is a perfect plan.
Sakurai goes to the body and a knee,
shot.
drops Pulver. And now the kicks and the stops. Hammer fists, and this fight is over. Maha Sakurai wins his debut at 160 pounds, and Hayato Maha Sakurai advances in the lightweight tournament.
Now let's see what it was. I think it started all with the liver shot. I think that was the shot that took Jens down. Was it the knee or the liver shot? So that's what we're waiting for here, the replay.
8 minutes, 56 seconds of an exhilarating opening round. Hayato Maha Sakurai sends Jens Little Evil Pulver to the canvas and sends himself on to the final four.
What a great fight. And here we go, the replay. Yep, it was the knee, but I think he dropped because of the liver shot. I hope they're going to show it again from a different angle. Look, boom, yes. Oh, yeah, it was the combination of both, I think.
People talk about Tatsuya Kawajiri and Takanori Gomi still to come, but do not discount the veteran, who, by the way, taught Kawajiri at Kaguchi Dojo. He may be the oldest competitor, or the one with the most experience in the lightweight tourney, but Maha Sakurai served notice that he is going to be a force when it comes to crowning the new world lightweight champion. But Jens a Little Evil Pulver, no need to hang his head. What a great, great fighter, and definitely the heart of a samurai.
Oh yes, he will be back, no problem.
I feel it's like, it's the first lightweight tournament in Pride, so it's a life opportunity to even just be in it, So I think I'm gonna realize it when I get older. Now I'm too focused on just the fights. So, but I'm very happy to be in it, but it's important to not to get too excited, like you have to concentrate about the fight. So it's important for me to beat Edwards first.
I think Hansen's a great fighter. I think Hansen's a winner. He knows how to win. I think he's dangerous for every second of a fight. You can't count him out at all. He's proven it time and time again.
I don't think I ever seen him been punched very hard. I think I can give him a surprise. Because I think I punch harder than him. Even standing, he's a little sharper than me and has a better technique, but I think I punch much harder than him. So I think I never seen him been hit hard before, and some people can get scared when they get hit hard.
Hansen saying that I've never been hit as hard as he can hit. I've never been hit hard. There's a reason for that. I don't get hit because guys ain't trying to hit me. I don't get hit because I make people miss. But that's in fights. I get hit in the gym a lot by really, really hard-hitting guys. I train with some really good pro boxers that hit harder than anybody has ever been hit by. So, his mentality of thinking that, testing my chin is going to be his X factor. It's going to be good for him. Test it. It's been tested.
He's the target, and he's just an obstacle in the way of my glory. And he has to go down.
And now for the 8th and lightweight championship match.
青コーナーよりイーブス・エドワーズ選手の入場です。
In the blue corner, from the United States of America,
it's the year of matrimony in MMA. Hayato Sakurai recently getting hitched, and Yves Edwards also recently walking down the aisle. And now he's walking down the ramp to the ring here in Pride Fighting Championships, getting prepared for his fight in the opening round of the 2005 Bushido lightweight tournament against Joachim Hansen in what many people, Boss Rutan, predict could be the show stealer. Talk about two guys who are evenly matched up and two guys that can deliver explosive action.
Yes, both like to strike, and that's what people like to see, a stand-up game, but both of them also know the ground game very well. Yves very good with knees. Yeah, Joachim Hansen also very good with knees. They're very evenly matched up in the striking department. I think it's all about who is going to get the takedown. The downfall for Joachim Hansen is the only losses he had was by submission. So maybe if Yves plays his cards straight, goes in for the strikes and then go for a takedown, I think that would be his best shot, but you never know.
Both fighters have decent sprawls. Experience edge goes to Edwards. A better kicker than Joachim Hansen.
Oh, yes.
Who is going to be able to impose his will on the other? We are about to find out.
第8試合を行います。青コーナー175センチ、72.9 キロ。イーブス・エドワーズ。
Yves Edwards is 29, 5'10", 155 pounds, 1-0 in Pride.
赤コーナー175センチ、71.9 キロ。ヨアキム・ハ
Joachim Hellboy Hansen is 26, 5'9", 160 pounds. He's also 1-0 in Pride Fighting Championships. MMA fans around the world salivating the prospects of what this one is going to deliver, boss. Two of the very best.
And look, they're the same height, same reach advantage. It's same reach. Nobody has an advantage.
Hansen, one of only 2 fighters to have defeated Takanori Gomi. Edwards, many feel the best American lightweight fighter, and we are about to witness what should be a classic here at Bushido's lightweight tournament.
Starts off both southpaw position here. Oh, good low kick here.
We talked about the kicking advantage for Hansen. He has the reach advantage as well. But again, do not discount the element of surprise and devastation that Hansen brings to a fight. Those 2 knee knockouts that he's recorded already this year goes in close, boss. And this is, we talked to Hansen, he worked on his Thai clinch work.
Which is a very smart thing to do if you fight a guy like Edwards.
Edwards has never been knocked out.
Nice takedown here.
The last time Edwards was submitted was 5 years ago when Azeredo did it during his formidable years in Shudo. And in fact, speaking of which, that's where Hansen also had some success beating Gomi for the Shudo title. And here you see some groundwork.
Yep, he's trying to pass that half butterfly guard here. Wants to go to the half guard. And then from there, of course, he's going to work for a side mount. But like I said before, also, half guard is really good for a ground and pound, and that's Hansen's game.
Looking for almost a cartwheel type escape was Hansen. Edwards very skilled at escaping the bottom position, one of the best at it, in fact. Right now in the half butterfly. And really, when you do the scouting report, boss, and we talked about it, and you even were the one to mention it, you feel that Edwards has the better jiu-jitsu game than Hansen?
Yes, I think so. I think the better ground game, but listen, we never saw Hansen going for it yet, so we don't really know what he's been working on. But just if you look at his record, his only losses were by submission.
And when he's on the ground, he definitely likes to engage in the ground and pound. I mean, he's a feared striker, the nightmare from Norway, Hellboy.
You see there, he's trying to escape that half guard. He's managing it now. Knee right's coming up. He's got to watch out. I saw this in the warm-up. If Eves is going to roll out of that knee right, that's exactly what he wants him to do. You're going to counter-attack that escape. No, again, if Eve's going to roll out now to the right of Eve, then he's going to kick right away. I saw Joachim Hansen doing that in the warm-up here in the ring.
Could possibly turn this, boss. Is he going to try to maybe go for a mount? No, see, we talked about Edwards getting back up to his feet.
It's a scissor leg.
And the fans' approval is heard throughout Ariake Coliseum.
It's so quiet in here. Another takedown here by Hansen. But he couldn't do anything with it the first time. Now let's see, Eves is like already holding the wrist. No, not anymore. Again, this is a fight. If you think it's slow, watch out. Don't walk away now. Because anything can happen in this fight.
Oh, and a lot of machinations going on the ground. People need to learn, of course, to appreciate the ground game, a big part of mixed martial arts. And if you're watching MMA for the first time, you're in Pride Fighting Championships, the world's greatest mixed martial artists. And lots, it's called the human chess match for a reason. And right now you see some great scrambling. And there's the up kick by Edwards and a kick attempt now by Hansen. Back into the open guard of Edwards. Now closes it. And now the onus, of course, on Hansen to try to improve his position, boss.
Yep, creating distance. We're saying it again. That's what he needs to do.
Of course, here in Bushido, one 10-minute round, one 5-minute round. Really all about the action, as Edwards perhaps has designs on the right arm, but Basa, the referee, the head official Yuji Shimada, watching closely.
You see Edwards here holding the arm here, the right arm. Okay, I thought that could be, of course, always a setup for a triangle choke if he holds an arm like that.
Butterfly guard now by Edwards. Hansen just... Now great job there by Edwards, but a good move there by Hansen, staying with it. So Hansen just blanketing Edwards right now and trying to go to side control here, boss. But Edwards again just really just keeping control. But again, not a lot of sustained action. But you can hear the corner. Don't let go of the guard. Halfway through round number 1. Good ground defense here by Edwards. Although finally Hansen does pass by.
Side choke here. He's got a side choke on Eves, but Eves is turning to the side. I don't know if he can stop this now. Yes. He's defending it well now, but he needs to watch out now, of course, for a rear naked choke. But Eves has been in this position a lot. So I think he could escape it.
And early on in his career, he did have difficulty
body triangle.
defending submissions, but he's gotten so much better than that. And look at this reversal. I mean, effortless.
No, but that means that Joachim Hansen's legs are really long. I mean, he's got a body triangle on him, and he still turns right into it, and now into the close guard of Hansen. Let's see what Edwards is able to do from this position. He is able to create the distance. Setting him up now for some shots to the head. Getting some good advice from the corner, imploring him to keep his chin down. Triangle attempt here by Hansen. Goes back to the closed guard, and now posturing is Edwards, boss. Back up to his feet. Yep. You hear the corner already from Eves saying, watch out the sweep, because if Hansen drops his butt now down, grabs the ankles of Eves and pushes him backwards, which is something that he didn't do, but that he could have done. Could have tried, of course.
Known for his up kicks from the back. And look at these kicks by Edwards, a series of knees. And now Hansen comes back with some of his own. Oh, takedown by Edwards.
Get some punches on the bottom. Make some points on the bottom.
I have to say, I don't know what Eves is going to do now, but he's more busy than Hansen was when Hansen was on the top.
Of course, judges here in Bushido looking for the effort to finish the fight by KO or submission. Damages, points to your opponent, standing combination and ground control, takedown and defense, aggressiveness. The whole fight is judged. And the referee Yuji Shimada is going to stand both fighters up, and we'll see what unfolds here. Nice combination by Edwards. And Hansen now unloads.
Whoa. Yep. We said it. Very evenly matched up.
Oh, nice kick there by Hansen. You felt the snap, boss.
Eves moving around with it. Goes with the kick. So the impact is not fully 100%.
Oh, flying knee attack there by Edwards.
Yeah, but that right knee did a better job that he followed it up with.
There's that clinch work that Hansen told us about. Turns it into a single leg. But again, Edwards always has a response to everything. Always thinking one step ahead. Some great defense. Good balance, but a nice takedown secured by Hansen.
Beautiful.
Rubber guard now being employed here by Edwards.
Whoa, let me see. Umapalata coming up. No, he's missing it.
Good job, baby.
Good defense. Nice sprawl by Edwards. And the body lock.
Break his back. Get the point. Sweep.
Whoop, we have 1 minute left.
Some small knees delivered to the side by Edwards. Referee Yuji Shimada calling for action. Calls for the break, and let's see if they deliver some sustained action here. Less than a minute remaining of the first round. This lightweight tournament matchup between Joachim Hellboy Hansen and Yves Edwards.
Nice low kick there with the shin. The ones that you don't hear, those are the ones that have impact.
Looks like he may have gotten an errant thumb or finger to the eye. And yeah, Edwards acknowledged it right away. And great act of sportsmanship here. Hansen ready to fight again. Uppercut by Edwards and a kick combination. Nice uppercut kick combo.
Yep.
And Hansen comes right back. Going for the tie clinch, try to secure the takedown, but good
that
balance.
was not good for Hansen. He has to watch out now for submissions.
Hansen known for effective striking from the back, but against Edwards, you're going to have to really be more effective. And an interesting round there between Hansen and Edwards. And again, very evenly matched. Lots of respect. And what were your thoughts in the first 10 minutes, boss?
It went over, back and forward, back and forward. What I looked at was the way that Hansen got up and Yves Edwards got up. And Yves walked to the corner more fresh than Hansen did. Is that going to be effective in round number 2? We're going to find out soon, of course. But it looks to me that right now that Yves is in a better shape than Hansen is. Here we go for the replay. That's the side choke attempt by Hansen, but right away Yves turns his back to him because he doesn't want to get caught in it, and still you see is a little bit of a danger, but he takes it away right away by pushing his shoulder upwards. Now we go, right uppercut, knee. I believe that is a kick coming after this or not. Let me see, oh, knees back here, beautiful Muay Thai. Nice takedown slam there, just a push on the chest. High kick, whoa, that left penetrated through.
Something fans may not know about Joachim Hansen is that he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, so he does have some skills on the ground. Has been training in MMA 4 years, started grappling 7 years ago, coming off a devastating knee knockout in his Pride debut against Masakazu Imanari, one of the nicest knee KOs I've seen in the sport. And now the final 5 minutes, who will advance? Yves Edwards or Joachim Hansen? It's time to turn it up a notch here at Bushido, the tournament.
Now let's see who's going to start. Nice low kicks there by Yves Edwards. Hansen looking for that high clinch. Yves just pushing him away.
Yeah, Hansen hasn't really been able to secure it the way he would have liked. And like you say, Edwards able to push away and come back with a kick of his own and really able to impose his will on Hansen. There's a nice shot through the guard by Edwards. Kick by Edwards. Picking apart Joachim Hansen. Body shot, goes upstairs. Now Edwards seems to be getting a second wind here, boss. Maybe picking up his confidence as well, beginning to unload on Joachim Hansen.
Yeah, but you have to watch out. Don't get too cocky, because that could go wrong.
Although Hansen slowed down in the latter parts of round 1, misses with that right and is tagged with a counterpunch by Edwards.
Beautiful movement here by Yves. Moving to the side, never goes straight back, always. Whoa, look at this. This one is going to be very close. If it goes till the end, of course. But Yves, right now, is doing a better job than Joachim.
What do you think of the conditioning of the two fighters, boss, and who has the edge right now from your perspective?
It looks like Yves has has in better shape because he's not breathing that heavy, but breathing heavy doesn't mean anything. I mean, I saw marathon runners breathing like they were going to die, and they won. So, you know, if you breathe heavy, you get more oxygen in your lungs, so that helps too. See, so it doesn't mean anything.
Of course,
but it looks like that Yves is in a better shape right now.
From the hot and humid Houston, Texas area, wants to send out thoughts and prayers to the victims of Hurricane Rita. His family safe and sound, and Edwards now just looking to improve his position here on Joachim Hansen. Hansen doing a good job, though, defending with the butterfly guard.
Whoa,
Nicely done, bringing it back up to his feet.
Does he get the takedown? Yes, but is he getting an armbar come? Ooh,
nice submission attempt there. Countered effectively, and now a nice couple of strikes from the bottom by Edwards. 2 minutes remaining in this lightweight tournament matchup between Hansen and Edwards. And again, styles make fights, Boss Rudin, very evenly matched up on paper, and there is always the danger, again, it's not about mutual respect and everything, because these two fighters have all the respect in the world for each other. Right now, they're on the ground. Hansen trying to go to work, but against a fighter the caliber of Yves Edwards, it's got to be very frustrating.
Yep, nothing really works. He's looking for that side choke again, but in order to pull that one off, he needs to jump to the other side, which he can because he's got him in a half guard. Oh, now
great
he jumps
attempt
out.
there, passing the guard, but right away answered by Yves Edwards, turning with him, as you see, on a swivel. Great job. Awesome ground defense, and now Edwards looking for the Kimura.
And then probably goes for a Numa Pilata maybe after. No, cannot do it now because the leg is in between, but he's looking for it. No, not now. Ooh. Yep, if that connects, that could be trouble. 1 more minute.
1 minute left in the last round.
This is going to be a difficult one to judge. Yves should really get up now. You think he's going to make a sacrifice? Oh, he wanted to go.
Oh, what a suplex executed by Hansen with just under 30 seconds remaining. And can he capitalize on what was a tremendous move there by Joachim Hansen, showing some of his strength?
Just picked him up like it was nothing. Is he going to do it again?
Is Edwards going to allow him to do it again?
Nope.
A very close fight. Now Edwards trying to sweep. Holding on is Joachim Hansen as the bell will go to end this lightweight tournament bout. And it will go to the scorecards. A war of attrition between Hansen and Edwards. And the two embrace. They were in a struggle, a titanic struggle. They know that they let it all hang out, and it'll be interesting to see who will move on.
Yep, you said it. Styles make matches. And that's what happened here. Very difficult for the judges. Whoa, the replay, yes, let me see. He's constantly trying to see. He wanted to go. There was that kick, downward kick. Oh, here we got the suplex, the suplex. Oh, hard power move here by Hansen. Is that going to make a difference in the outcome of the fight?
Amateur wrestling called the suplex. The other kind bastardized the word, but we await the official verdict, and let's find out who moves on in the tournament.
Judge Osho, Joachim. Judge Kobayashi, Yves. Judge Adachi, Joachim.
Very close fight, and Joachim Hansen pulls it out via split decision. Hansen moves on in the tournament. Yves Edwards suffers his first loss in Pride Fighting Championships. And boss, we said it, you said it, very close contest. The judges agreed. Joachim Hansen by split decision.
Yeah, it was just very close. I mean...
What do you think gave him the victory? Again, don't mean to put you on the spot. You're not the judge, but if you were to, looking from it, from your standpoint, what do you think gave him the edge? Quickly.
You know, it's just very difficult to say. I really can't tell. I thought with all the submission attempts, I thought that Yves maybe had the upper end, but I think because Joachim finished stronger, maybe that gave him the edge.
All right, Hansen moves on, and we are also going to be moving on to our next event come Monday, October 24th. It is fully loaded. Call your satellite or cable provider to be a part of Pride Fighting Championships. Fully loaded Monday, October 24th.
After the bell rings, comes the time to fight.
He's got one heck of a fight here.
Not good.
Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar.
Yeah, he's shooting at them.
Michael and a couple of names. Now they're exchanging blows.
Pride Fighting Championships presents Fully Loaded, premiering October 24th on pay-per-view.
I am the leader of Bushido. So I want to win this entire tournament. I want to help Pride and Bushido become more popular. So I want to win today, and I want to win on New Year's Eve to become the one true champion.
Every fighter in the Bushido tournament believes that they can win it all. Gomi isn't the only special one, so I don't care what he has to say about anything.
Kawajiri, I feel, is a very strong fighter. So now, I'm excited and cannot wait to get into the ring with him.
I want to dominate Gomi, the whole fight. So I'm looking to break his spirit. I want to clearly show to the fans that I am the strongest one by finishing him.
And now for the 9th and lightweight championship match.
青コーナーより川尻達也選手の入場です。
They are possibly the two top lightweights in Japan, maybe the two top lightweights in the world. They are known in Japan as the 21st Century Boys, both looking to make serious noise in the Bushido lightweight tournament. There he is, the Shudo champion Tatsuya Kawajiri, making his way to the ring where he will face compatriot Takanori Gomi.
This, yeah, what can I say? This is going to be, again, this is going to be like Jens Pulver and Sakurai fight. A very high-paced fight. Both of them really want to win it, especially in front of their home crowd. I really don't know who's going to have the edge. In the stand-up game, I would say Gomi maybe because he has a longer reach, but you know Kawajiri, he's a machine too, so he has no predictions from Basru.
Kawajiri wants to test Gomi's jiu-jitsu skills, feels this is one area he can definitely dominate.
Aka コーナーよりGomi Takanori選手の入場です。
The Fireball Kid, undefeated in Pride Fighting Championships, and definitely looking to take the lightweight championship. Of course, in order to do so, he needs to get past Katsuya Kawajiri and some of the best lightweight fighters in the world. In fact, boss, he said something very interesting. He never fought Kawajiri or Yves Edwards. He thinks Kawajiri, being more of a grappler, would be an easier opponent. Interesting.
Very interesting, especially because he's not going to face, if he wins, Yves Edwards.
No, good point. He has a size and strength advantage over Kawajiri. We'll see if that size and strength advantage will reap rewards in this contest.
これより第9試合を行います。青コーナー171センチ、72.9キロ。川尻
Tatsuya Kawajiri is 27, 5'7", 154 pounds, 2-0 in Pride Fighting Championships.
173センチ、72.9キロ。
The Fireball Kid, Takanori Gomi, 27, 5'8", 160 pounds, 7-0 in Pride. And you will notice something interesting here, boss, as they will be brought to the center of the ring. We just saw a shot of Genki Sudo in the crowd. Boss, you will notice that Gomi never looks at his opponent's eyes during the last-minute instructions. He says it makes you tense, and it's a waste of energy. Staring makes your muscles tense. Has he been talking to Ikuhisa Minowa or what?
I don't know, but I always did the same thing. I look down. I don't like to look into people's eyes.
All right. The Japanese fans definitely watching this one with all kinds of interest, and Kawajiri unloading that right hand with very bad intentions.
And you see what he did. First he comes with the overhand right, and then he lets Gomi thinks he's going to come again, but he takes and goes for the shoot. The reflexes of Gomi, of course, were there, and he protected himself perfectly from that takedown.
Gomi coming off a unanimous decision victory over Jean Silva of Shootbox at Bushido 8. A lot of people, including you, boss, thought that Gomi wasn't as effective as we're used to seeing him. Do you think? Well, let's take a look now at the action here early in the first round, but you mentioned something off the air as well. You say that Gomi doesn't look as focused as you're used to seeing him. Do you think the pressure might be starting to get to him as he's taking on the likes of Tatsuya Kawajiri?
Yes, certainly. I really believe so. And last time when we saw him, he packed on some more muscle also, and it slowed him down, and he started gassing, and we never see him gassing.
Although, don't you think?
Now, yeah, he looks way better.
Yeah, back to regular fighting shape. You're right. Lots of energy throughout Ariake Coliseum for this one. The fans feeling every shot.
Oh, he got a headbutt.
Kawajiri motioning that he was butted in the head. You're right, boss. And now at close quarters in the corner. This is a fight the Japanese MMA fans have been waiting for years to materialize, and it's here at Bushido's lightweight tournament. The first round, the Shudo champion Kawajiri formed against former Shudo champion Takanori Gomi.
Good knees here by Gomi. Holding the hips here, you see what Gomi does.
Creating that distance.
Yeah, but and also very easy
Yep.
to stop the knees from Kawajiri.
Bringing them back to the center of the ring. Lots of motion. Both of them just trying to score there from a distance. 2 minutes already elapsed. 2 minutes of sustained action. You're going to hear mixed chants for both fighters.
So powerful. They hit like heavyweights. Look at
and then looping right hand by Kawajiri. The crusher.
Gomi's hair also is not like it used to be. Totally black, which is also something very unusual. Normally he has that red hair, you know, matching his nickname, Fireball Kid.
Well, maybe he's finally getting down to business. As again, they exchange shots. Kawajiri says he doesn't care about the celebrity status afforded Gomi. He wants to just prove he's the best, and maybe Gomi too now says, no, this is about becoming a champion. And what a first round test each of them faces.
They're both doing a phenomenal job here. You say,
uppercut by Gomi finds its mark, but look at that. I got the heart, Kawajiri says. You can't do that to me. Sure, you scored, but it's going to take a lot more than that. I got the heart of a champion. Low kick delivered by Kawajiri.
Nice high kick. You see it, we see it again. First the setup with the low kick, and then come up high. Whoa. Look how they move. They stay right a little bit out of the distance, out of the striking distance, and counter. Any moment, the one who's going to connect. Oh, there we go.
Combination executed by Gomi.
Something happened again here. Yep, they clashed heads again by accident. But both of them
they're
here
going to
shake
touch
hands.
gloves.
Yep.
Nicely done. If you have been a longtime fan of MMA, if you are watching mixed martial arts for the first time, you are seeing two of the very best in Takanori Gomi and Tatsuya Kawajiri in this, the first round of the first ever Bushido lightweight tournament.
Good low kick there inside, left hook.
Mixing it up, boss, from the fist to the feet.
Hence the name, mixed martial arts.
You got that right. Nice right hand by Kawajiri.
Look at the pace.
Listen to the crowd. Each of them have got their favorites, whether it's Gomi or Kawajiri. The Japanese fans, some of the most knowledgeable and supportive in the world. Sold out crowd here at Ariake Coliseum. Nice leg kick there delivered by Gomi. But look at Kawajiri not showing his foe anything. The poker face, boss.
Yep, never ever let your opponent know that you've been hit hard. And of course, this was not a super hard kick, so he didn't need to use his poker face, but they're totally relaxed, yes, totally.
Oh, nice left jab delivered by Gomi.
Like I said, he's got the reach advantage, so he needs to use a lot of straights.
Into the final half minute, or make that last half, 5 minutes of the round, excuse me. And what a first 5 minutes we've had.
You know that whoever's going to connect, the other one is going to be in trouble. Look at this. Tackling. Oh, knee here by Gomi.
As Kawajiri went downstairs looking for the takedown, and really that was his motive.
Oh, body shot. Nice. Then again.
Right.
Oh, sets it up. Liver with the right hand to the head.
And Kawajiri absorbs every one of those shots. Another body shot. Kawajiri goes downstairs for the takedown, and Gomi sets him up with a left knee.
Knee to the solar plexus. They are all over the place.
And look at the discoloring on the face of Kawajiri. Gomi taking him to school now.
Whoa. What
electrifying action between Kawajiri and Gomi.
And they don't stop. Look at this.
The fans roaring their approval. You can see the marks on Kawajiri's face as he was hit with bombs from Gomi.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little bit in trouble there for a second.
But he's a champion, boss, a pseudo champion.
He stepped over it.
You said it best in the opening. These two represent Bushido, the way of the warrior. What a right hand by Kawajiri.
Oh, back and forth. And, yep.
Able to escape that takedown attempt was Gomi.
Oh, and another left. And another body shot.
They are leaving no stone unturned. Kawajiri and Gomi spinning back fist by Kawajiri.
Kawajiri seems to be getting more tired than Gomi does.
He's now got some blood on the nose, but Gomi just picking him apart.
Shot.
But look at the shots that Kawajiri's able to absorb. Nice body
I'm telling you, the body shots are going. It's over. It's going to be over, maybe.
Right, and now look at Kawajiri, boss. This is unbelievable.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Look at his face. It looked like he got some kisses, but I'm sure those were no kisses.
Gomi's wondering how much more do I have to deliver.
Kawajiri should turn.
Kawajiri. Gomi delivering
He's going rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke. It's over. Takanori Gomi. Simply amazing.
What a fighter. Everything that you need to know about mixed martial arts, you saw it right here at this fight.
Off to Tatsuya Kawajiri. The Fireball Kid was an inferno tonight. Takanori Takanori Gomi, tremendous at 7 minutes and 42 seconds.
And look at Gomi.
The most memorable fight in Bushido history.
Wow, he's not even tired, it looks like. Look at him. It looks like he's gonna go fresh to the second round.
Unbelievable. Kawajiri and Gomi.
Look at this. Gomi gives the medal to Kawajiri. He says, you keep it, because I'm gonna take that belt. You keep the medal.
You wonder why mixed martial arts is becoming the fastest growing sport in the world and why those fans are on their feet? You just saw it. Let's go to the replay box.
Oh, body shots. I said it all. He took the wind out of Kawajiri with the body shots. Let me clap here for Kawajiri because he's passing us now and he needs a hand clap because that was an unbelievable performance. And here we go, rear naked choke. But I don't need to say anything. Everybody at home can see that.
The best analyst in the business, Alwapo Basrut, during the intro said it best. You look up Bushido, the way of the warrior, you will find Takanori Gomi and Tatsuya Kawajiri. Simply put, a tremendous battle and one that will go down in the annals of mixed martial arts history. Gomi is on his way to the Final Four of the Bushido lightweight tournament. Luiz Azeredo's 29, 5'8", 159 pounds, 1-1 in pride.
Agakola, 173 cm, 72.8 kilo. Kotani Naoyuki!
Naoyuki Kotani is 23, 5'8", 154 pounds, making his first appearance in Pride Bushido. Fourth and final match in the Bushido lightweight tournament, boss. It sees the Japanese Zest champion Kotani taking on the wild man from Suda Box, Luiz Azeredo. He calls himself the Joker, which in the American culture is a wild card. That's what he is. That's what he says he is in this tournament.
Well, he might be right.
Says he was born to be a fighter. He's had his game face on all week. And this fight is underway.
He came out with the gloves on. Ooh, there he is, and it's over. That right straight, I think, did everything. Yep, over and out. This has to be the fastest knockout we've ever seen. Okay, 11 seconds, is that good?
Hey, boss, hi.
I'm sorry.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You're very welcome. I took the words right out of your mouth, baby.
11 seconds via technical knockout. Luiz Azeredo destroys Naoyuki Kotani, and Luiz Azeredo now has what he came back to Japan for, a rematch with Takanori Gomi.
And he's fresh. And here
Can I
we go.
do the replay? Can I do the replay?
Go do it, baby.
All
right
right,
straight, you
there
missed
is
it.
the straight, and down goes Kotani, and there's a kick to the head, north-south position, knee, and up, oh, that was it.
That was a good call.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and another
all right, all
right
kidding
straight.
aside, though, seriously, boss, this sets up what should be an epic encounter in the semifinals between Azeredo and Gomi. We saw Azeredo give Gomi all he could handle in his first meeting with Gomi at Bushido 7, but then we saw Gomi brutally knock him out. We saw Gomi tonight in a classic with Tatsuya Kawajiri.
Yeah.
We are in for some incredible action coming up in the semifinals of not only the lightweight tournament, but the welterweight tournament as well. What a night it's been at Ariake Coliseum. Bushido, the tournament, things are just heating up. And speaking of heating up, fully loaded Pride 30 is coming up Monday, October 24th. Some of the names that could be appearing include the return of the baby-faced assassin Josh Barnett, maybe Mark Hunt, maybe Sergey Haratonov, maybe even Kazushi Sakuraba. You never know. It's Monday, October 24th, fully loaded on pay-per-view.
After the bell rings, comes the time to fight. Fighting Championships presents Fully Loaded, premiering October 24th on pay-per-view.
これより第11試合を行います。青コーナー180センチ、82.9 キロ。
Dan Henderson, 35, 6'1", 183 pounds, now 8-4 in Pride Fighting Championships.
176センチ、82.9 キロ。
Akihiro lights out Gono's 35'9", 183 pounds. He's now 2-1 in Pride. So your thoughts as we head into this, the first of two semifinal welterweight tournament matchups, boss?
Well, you said it before, Dan, very fresh, but I have to say Gono, after his last fight, looked very good too. And he for sure is going to have his second win here.
And he, of course, very aware of Henderson's patented right hand. You can talk all you want about his wrestling skills. Just ask Rio Chonan about Henderson's right hand. And already sending it out, testing the waters, puts him down.
Oh, nice there. Nope, very good control there by Gono. Something happened while they went down.
Maybe an accidental headbutt, boss. As you can see, both of them.
Yep.
Nursing their wounds.
We have a lot of people here watching, but we have this big
There's the replay.
fly. Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens. Yes, I think the last one, it slid off on
Kind of
the
a
side.
burn, but almost there. And
but it's good. Nobody got
yeah,
hurt.
it's similar to what we saw, except not as damaging from Fyodor Emelianenko and Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira last year's heavyweight tournament. Of course, Henderson really wants to erase memories of what happened in the middleweight tournament. His loss to Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. So far, so good in this tournament. Second fight of the night had the close guard of Akihiro Gono.
Yep, but now see what he can do with it. Akihiro Gono, I said it in the beginning, in the first fight, he is tough as nails. There we have the shoulder strikes of Dan Henderson. It's a patented move of his. We see him always doing it and using it.
Training with Team Quest, one of the better American teams.
And again, now Gono says that he has a headbutt from the corner of Dan Henderson. They're not familiar with it. Maybe you're going to see a replay.
Matt Lindland in the corner questioning that. Henderson receiving a yellow card from the official.
Yeah.
Well, you can pick it up. We'll allow you to listen in on that. But Henderson now, you look at the replay, boss.
Yep. I couldn't really see it. Let me see it again. Yeah, but it's very soft. That was not a headbutt.
Some gamesmanship being played there by Akihiro Gono, but in any way, you'll try to get whatever advantage you can. And they're back on their feet now, and Henderson maybe feeling like the caged animal that's been poked one too many times. What do you think that's going to do for a guy like Henderson, though, boss? When you see something like that, your opponent, it's all about respect. Of course, you're trying to be exhibiting your skills, and something like that happens, and you get a yellow card right off the bat, 10% off your purse.
The thing that he shouldn't do is get angry over it, because you cannot fill your head right now with anger. You need to be focused. And everything, every little piece of your brain needs to be totally focused into the fight. Look at this. They're slinging it out. Gono, as you can see, very light on his feet, stays out of the reach. Body shots here by Dan. Oh, yes.
He's got a lot of power, Henderson, coming in with those combinations. Just really measuring Gono.
A lot of respect also there from Henderson, as you can see, because his hand is up constantly, so he knows that Gono has a good left kick.
Gono stabs him with a body shot, just really trying to test the waters.
Yes, that's like seeing the reaction. If he hits, if Henderson will bring his hands down, then the...
Oh, and he catches it with that left.
Yeah, that That's another straight good weapon, and the knees of Henderson, of course, very effective too.
Man, those are devastating strikes, the lefts and the knees delivered by Dan Henderson on Akihiro Gono. Whoa, just constant movement by Henderson. Open half, well, closed half guard now, but he is really taking it to Akihiro Gono in the early part of round number 1.
Yep, this is a good position for Dan Henderson. Half guard, he can do a lot from here, especially with his powerful hands. But Gono, I just wanted to finish it. He's so tough. He can take so much punishment. So you do not want to unload on him with everything that you have, because if you don't have anything left after that, that could be a problem against a guy like Gono.
He made a less than conspicuous debut at Bushido 2, losing to Mauricio Shogun, but boy, has he ever improved dramatically. Akihiro Gono coming off a hard-fought win over Crossley Gracie at Bushido 7. And of course, the victory earlier tonight to advance to the Final Four of the welterweight tournament.
Here we see Dan, wants to go to the other side. He wants to get the mount or the side position, of course, because he likes to rain down those knees. But Gono thinks, you know, I saw you before. I'm not going to let you pass my guard. Almost looks like he's looking for that guillotine over there, which is going to be very difficult to pull off, especially with the gloves and in this position, because Gono's head is already leaning forward, so he cannot slip underneath the jaw. Nice elbows. We saw Minowa doing the same thing to Phil Baroni. Then Henderson should do that more, elbows to the thighs.
Nice shoulder strike delivered by Henderson, and we've seen him use that on many occasions already in this, the first round. Gono, of course, defeating Daniel Acassio in the first round of this welterweight tournament, while Henderson eliminated Rio Chonan in lightning quick fashion. 22 seconds, the referee bringing them up to their feet, boss.
But look at this, Henderson stands up against a champion in kickboxing.
You can see in the background there, sitting in the front row, momentarily, well-known Hollywood actor Mickey Rourke, who is here at Pride Bushido taking in the lightweight welterweight tournament as Henderson unloads. Mickey Rourke, a big fan of Pride Fighting Championships, taking in the action ringside. Now Henderson, the accomplished grappler here, boss, looking for the takedown.
Yep. And since he's so good in it, he probably will get one. But that's probably because Gono's very slippery, moves to the side all the time. You see, here we go already. If you lock him up in the corner, that is not where he wants to be. He probably is going to try to get out now again. Well, the referee took care of that.
Bushido, of course, with the 1 10-minute, 1 5-minute round. The, again, mandate is action, so they really want to speed things up. The referee putting him back in the center of the ring, breaking it up out of the corner, and now Henderson measuring him up. Gono awaiting, actually. Looks like Henderson's going to attack here. Gono backpedaling, maybe trying to lure him in, boss. Early kick. They both had the same thought process there.
Yep.
Oh, nice kick by Gono.
That's why that right hand of Henderson was up all the time. That was the respect that I said.
There's a mouse developing under the right eye of Akihiro Gono.
You got good eyes, my friend.
Not really. I'm the one wearing the spectacles, not you, buddy. Nice small knee delivered by Henderson.
Snap his head. Work his head.
The referee moves in once again. What does Akihiro Gono have to do to start asserting himself here against Henderson? I mean, Henderson, a well-known mixed martial artist, the experience factor, of course, looking for the takedown again. But Gono, with the balance there, thwarts that attempt. And now we're not seeing Gono unload like he did against Daniel Acassio. To what do you attribute that to? Is it a case of Henderson not allowing him to, or is Gono just not feeling comfortable yet?
Not feeling comfortable yet, and you know, if Dan hits you with that right hand, you're going down. So
is he respecting that right hand too much?
Yeah, too much, of course. You cannot make a mistake. If he doesn't respect it and he's going to walk on it, it's going to be over. Lights out.
And that's what his nickname is, Lights Out. And of course, he wouldn't want his nickname to come back and haunt him here in the semifinals of the welterweight tournament.
And you see what Dan does all the time. If he throws that right, he's looking down, so it gives you the feeling that he's going for a right straight to the body, but then he comes with an overhand right.
Oh, and Henderson able to score with that 1-2 combination through the guard. Has Gono again on the heels of his feet in the corner and opening up with a combination.
Shot. He's got him down. He's got him down. Can he finish the fight?
Yes! Henderson has advanced to the finals of the welterweight tournament at Shockwave. Dan Henderson, one step away from becoming a Pride World Champion.
Whoa! Good job going for the body, everything.
7 minutes.
Body, mixing it up. What was the time, my friend?
Sorry, it's 7 minutes and 58 seconds. The man who's known as the American athlete in Japan, Dan Henderson, dispatches Akihiro Gono, who is being tended to immediately by the medical staff here at Pride Fighting Championships. And boss, let's take us through the ending sequence.
There, body shot, right body shot, and another body shot that missed, but this one, now he starts to connect, and now the hard punch comes. You see, the overhand right, kind of a hook more, but that did it. We're talking about it a million times. Everybody knows he possesses that weapon, but nobody has an answer against it.
Hardcore MMA fans have always wondered why Dan Henderson did not move down to what would probably be a better weight for him. He's always a smaller middleweight, tipping the scales at around 190, 195 at the 205-pound limit. And now, boss?
Now they know.
At the welterweight.
And he knows too.
He's found the winning recipe. And you see him exhort himself, being lifted by his mates from Team Quest. Dan Henderson has filled in one half of the championship final of the welterweight tournament here at Bushido.
So what did he fight in total tonight, like 4 minutes?
Well, 22 seconds in the opening fight, and 7 minutes and 58 seconds now, I think it was. You got to go a little longer against valiant efforts of Akihiro Gono. And there you see Gono, good sign, he's back up on his feet. So who will Dan Henderson face at Shockwave? Will it be either Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa or Murla Bustamante? We are going to find out
right after this.
Dan Henderson is going. Who do you think it's going to be his opponent, boss? Who would you think will be a better matchup for Dan Henderson? Murla Bustamante or Ikuhisa Minowa?
You know, both fighters are very exciting. I would say in the beginning Minowa, because I like Minowa's style and everything, but after the display that we saw tonight with Murla Bustamante, it was perfect. It was a very good job. I would say, you know, I'm not going to say anything. Murla Bustamante did a real good job tonight, and I think that that he's also a favorite. So both of these fighters, I have respect for both of them. I'm not going to make a comment about it.
Dan Henderson is on his way to Shockwave to try to become the Pride Bushido World Welterweight Champion. And Pride is on its way to Pride 30 and fully loaded. It's coming up on pay-per-view Monday, October 24th. Again, remember the date. It's a Monday, October 24th.
第12試合を行います。青コーナー185センチ 82.9 キロMurilo Bustamante.
Murilo Bustamante is 39, 6'1", 183 pounds, 2 and 3 in Pride.
175センチ 82.6 キロMinowa Ikuhisa.
Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa is 29, 5'9", 183 pounds, 6 and 4 in Pride Fighting Championships. Boss, the second of two semifinal bouts. Your thoughts on this matchup?
You know, it's going to be difficult. If it goes to the ground, Minowa needs to have a total different game plan than he had with Phil Baroni, because he cannot take this fight to the ground. Murilo is just too good on the ground. Murilo needs to try to keep it, take it to the ground, of course, but everything is open. You don't know what's going to happen with Minowa. I mean, he's so unpredictable, it's just crazy.
Have you recovered from that right hand that the victorious Dan Henderson gave to you on his way back to the dressing room?
Yeah. Oh, there we go right away. Yes, I recovered, but while I was explaining to you everything, I got that right straight. Yeah, it was pretty nice of Dan.
Dan Henderson will await the victor of this fight. Coming up at Shockwave to determine who will be the first ever Pride World Welterweight Champion. Bustamante has championship experience.
And there we have it. Bustamante has the takedown, and this is his domain. One little mistake, and you're gone. But hey, we're talking about Minowa here.
Minowa, of course, has the power of the fans behind him. And of course, also a very emotional win over Phil Baroni, erasing that knockout loss at Bushido 7. But you're right, he's against a master Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner here, and a man who has been a champion in this division before. Murilo Bustamante of the Brazilian top team.
Yes, in this division, he's just very strong.
And undefeated at 185 pounds or less. Of course, Pride welterweight division, 183 pounds. A lot of people criticizing Murilo Bustamante's record in Pride, but they forget that he was fighting at 205 pounds for the majority of that time.
Yeah.
Back down, and he looks very, I mean, 39 years old, boss. Look at his physique. He looks very well conditioned, tremendous shape. Has really put himself in the proper mindset and going to work here. Minowa trying to defend.
A ground and pound here from Murilo Bustamante. That's something new we see.
Oh, and he puts him down. And then tries a kick there.
Has to watch out for the leg locks, though. But hey, Brazilian top team, they prepared themselves for everything.
And again, let's not forget that Bustamante, a good boxer in his own right. And it would be interesting for Bustamante, especially after losing to Dan Henderson in what he says was very controversial fashion back in 2003 here in Pride. So I've already built in storyline waiting for him should he get past Ikuhisa Minowa. And for Minowa, what a story it would be for the Japanese fans. Just a tremendously charismatic athlete. A guy who gets it, boss. A man who knows that if, you need to fight, but you also need to entertain.
Yep, you see here Murilo already pulling his leg out, but Minowa just saw it, and he's hooking it again back into the half guard. But again, half guard, you can still strike, ground and pound from it, create distance. Plus, there are a lot of opportunities here for submissions.
And let's not forget that Minowa did spend some time working in Brazil with Brazilian top team.
Wow, so he probably maybe even rolled with Murilo Bustamante, so they know each other's weaknesses. There Murilo's going for the armbar, reverse figure 4, and here's the perfect defense from Minowa, putting the knee in there, just peel the head
out of there as well.
I did this actually to my 4-year-old daughter holding her wrist, and she did it automatically. I thought it was
in the genes.
It's in the genes, yeah. She pushed the knee on my wrist and it was off. And here you see the perfect display that it works.
And I appreciate you not saying Levi's or anything like that, boss. Hammer fist delivered by Bustamante now on Minowa. And Bustamante looking for the knee ride there, but look at Minowa again against the, world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. And Murilo Bustamante hanging in there.
You do not want to give him the mount. That's one thing for sure.
4 minutes gone in the first round. Some great ground techniques going on here as Bustamante just really in control now. And it's interesting that Bustamante, known for his submissions, busy striking here with Minowa, trying to wear him down.
Yeah, but the strikes are, they're small hammer fists. They will sit up.
Irritating. More irritating. You're right, trying to set something else up. Oh, we got a
restart.
And was it a yellow card given? Oh, green card, of course, here in Bushido.
Look how light Bustamante is on his feet, and he goes for another takedown here.
And of course, the green card, there's no quota for them in Bushido. Look at
Does he have it?
Minowa.
It would be very strange if he's got it. Murillo Bustamante should twist his jaw into the rib cage of Minowa. No, it's not on, I think. Is it?
The fans adding to the drama here, though, boss. No,
he's okay.
Giving the corner the thumbs up.
And this is my trick, what I always do.
And Minowa doesn't know that.
And he is wasting energy right now because he thinks he's got it, but he doesn't have it.
And talk about what else you've been doing in that. You let out some groans and grunts, pretend that you're gasping for air, and he pops it out there. So very well done.
Very good. There's nothing more worse than pulling and pulling and pulling, and then when the fight goes back on the feet, you suddenly have with that same arm, you have to start punching. That just doesn't work together. It's like doing curls. And after that, you're going to punch. It just doesn't work. First, you use your biceps and then triceps.
And again, we go back to that green card that was issued to Minowa. Let's see, implemented in Bushido again to keep the action going. As many as the referee deems necessary can be given out. Of course, there's the yellow card situation as well. If you're given 3, you're disqualified. But the green cards as well, 10% off the purse.
Yep, he's getting out again. He's trying to get out. He's trying to go for the full mount, but Minowa won't let him. Although, now if he can pull that last piece of foot out here, that would be good. Still, he doesn't have the full mount, so if he wants to go for an armbar, it's going to be very difficult. He can't.
Great.
Yes.
Work done by Bustamante, assuming full mount now. Look at him hook underneath there, and now Minowa needs to maybe, what does he have to do here, boss? Try to explode the hips, roll?
Bucking up, giving your back. I don't know if that's a smart idea to do, because
some fighters try to do that, though, and look at that, beautiful scramble by Minowa, but can he get back up to his feet? Nope. Bustamante too wily for that.
All over him. And again, this foot he will pull out also. And now actually he will go for his back. He's going to try actually. Some nice shots. A sideshow coming up. No, Minowa's defending it, but hey, no, he's got it. Let me see if he can finish it now, but it looks
There's
to me...
There's some space underneath there, boss.
There is still space, and the best thing now would be for Murillo Bustamante to jump on the right side here. Pull that left foot out and go to the side of the body so you can apply more pressure on the side of the arm of Minowa.
Minowa delivering the strikes to the cadence of the crowd's chant.
That's what here. That's
good.
It. Now he's probably getting it. He's probably getting it now. Probably, I say, because it's not waterproof. We're talking about Minowa here. There's a lot of sweat.
What does Minowa have to do here, boss, to try to escape?
Answering the phone. That's what, oh, that's also good. Just pull it out.
There we go. Bustamante.
Nice escape.
Great escape by Minowa. And what does that do mentally? I mean, again, Bustamante, a champion, a wily veteran, but still, with so much at stake, does that do anything mentally with so close to and yet so far?
No, I don't think so. And you know why? Because his teammate is Nogueira. And Nogueira, we see him also going for a submission attempt and attempt and attempt and attempt, and then finally he catches somebody. And that's something that the Brazilian top team does. They constantly keep attacking.
When we look at getting the fighters giving up their backs here, boss, there's been many fighters that say they actually, what's your school of thought there? When you pretend to give up your back and then reverse right away. Now, Minowa, do you advocate such strategy?
Never. I would never do it. I will always make sure that I can see my opponent. Because the punches that you don't see coming, those are probably going to be the knockout punches.
But as the sport continues to evolve, everyone looking for that extra advantage. And really,
nice knee here
at this level, with some of the best welterweights vying to become Pride World Champion.
It was a little low here, actually.
It comes down to conditioning. It comes down to really who wants it the most.
Minowa had a real tough fight in his first fight against Phil Baroni. Whoa, nice takedown there. Yes, he's got it. Now this is what Murillo wants. Side control.
You bring up a good point, boss. Minowa had to go the distance against Baroni, while it took only 3 minutes and 20 seconds for Bustamante to armbar the debuting Masanori Suda. And I think the more this fight goes, the more that's going to be in favor, and that's just kind of ironic to say, in favor of the 39-year-old veteran, Bustamante.
Yeah. But don't forget, the 39-year-old trains with a lot of champions. And he's very well conditioned.
All right, we are into the final half minute of round number 1. And look at him try to pass the guard now from the standing position.
Oh.
Delivers a kick, but right to the...
Oh, that was nice.
Kick connects to the head.
He's got to finish it now because it's 15 seconds. What can he do with 15 seconds?
Minowa has to be aware
it's
that...
over!
Oh, my goodness!
It's over!
With 9 seconds left on the clock, are you kidding me? Minowa...
Wow!
Unbelievable! Murillo Bustamante in dramatic fashion. With less than 10 seconds left on the clock, pulls out the win and an emotional Ikuhisa the Punk Minowa sitting there stunned, boss.
You know, you said it. They're gonna fight it out again. Dan Henderson and Murillo Bustamante gonna meet in the finals.
And for Bustamante, he'll try to avenge what he calls a very controversial win for Henderson. A win that he says came about because of a headbutt. But what here for Ikuhisa Minowa? What happened, boss?
What can you say? You know, you lose a little bit of concentration, and that's what happens. And we just never saw Murillo Bustamante doing this. I said it in the beginning, in the opening of the fight, he started ground and pound. Look at this. Did we ever saw Murillo Bustamante make kicks like this? No. And a ground and pound, look at this. And he started off right away from the bat with it.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master Murillo Bustamante stops Ikuhisa Minowa. Oh my goodness, talk about finding its mark.
Yep.
The constant evolution of an MMA veteran, Murillo Bustamante. Do you think he wants to become Pride World Welterweight Champion?
No.
The answer is a resounding yes.
Look at the replay. All over him. All over Minowa.
Beautiful. So it will be at Shockwave. Murillo Bustamante, a Brazilian top team, fighting Dan Henderson of Team Quest for the Pride World Welterweight Championship. And don't forget, before that, on Monday, October 24th, and yes, you heard me correctly, it's a Monday special showing, Pride 30, fully loaded. And yes, it will be fully loaded. Boss Rune, we may be seeing the return of the babyface assassin Josh Barnett, Kazushi Sakuraba, who's been training with Brazil's shooter box, could be returning on that show.
Wow.
The likes of Mark Hunt, Sergei Haratonov. All you have to do is log on to pridefc.com and find out more. Fully loaded. Monday, October 24th, brought to you by Pride Fighting Championships.
After the bell rings, comes the time to fight.
Got one heck of a fight here.
Not good, not good.
Now he's got it for the armbar, looking for the armbar.
You shoot it like that.
And a couple of knees. Now they're exchanging blows.
Pride Fighting Championships presents Fully Loaded, premiering October 24th on pay-per-view.
Aka コーナーより桜井マッハ隼人選手の入場です。
Paper followers of the sport called the Bushido lightweight tournament one of the best tournaments in MMA history, boss, and so far it's lived up to its billing. The Takanori Gomi, Tatsuya Kawajiri fight, without a doubt probably the best fight in Pride history, and you would be hard-pressed to find a better MMA fight anywhere.
Yes, Gomi, the last time we saw him slow down a little bit, we saw him fight, but the way we saw him today, he was just unbelievable. I mean, all over. But now let's concentrate on this fight, because
now
here we got
go
Sakurai.
to the first of the two semifinal bouts with Hayato Maha Sakurai and Joachim Hansen.
青コーナー175センチ 71.9 キロ Joachim Hansen!
Joachim Hellboy Hansen is 26'5'9", 160 pounds. He is 2-0 in Pride.
171センチ 72.7 キロ Sakurai Maha Hayato!
Hayato Maha Sakurai is 29'5'8", 160 pounds. He is 4-2 in Pride Fighting Championships. Sakurai delivering the goods at 8 minutes 56 seconds of the first round, involved in a tremendous battle with Jen's little evil Pulver, while Hansen really had his work cut out for him, boss, as he earned a split decision over Yves Edwards.
Yep, and that was 15 minutes of tearing it out together, so, ooh, but he comes out with a bang now. He loves that outside leg trip. Can he get it on Maha Sakurai? Look at this beautiful throw, but hey, it didn't work. Joachim right away reversed it and is now in like an open guard. You already see Sakurai holding the hand, so he's going to try to pass that arm. Probably not anymore. But when somebody holds your hand, that's one of the reasons.
Hansen possesses a nice blend of stand-up striking, ground and pound, and wrestling. Been known to have questionable submission defense due to his aggressive style. We saw him and Edwards at very close quarters throughout their contest, and now against Sakurai, who is also a very accomplished ground fighter. Look at him with those heel strikes, boss, and really busy from the bottom, striking Hansen. He's the one who's doing the damage. And now Hansen getting busy from the top.
You're absolutely right. Those heel strikes also, you know, if you constantly aim them and throw them real hard, they're gonna add up. And you probably saw the fight with Hansen and Yves Edwards, and Yves Edwards gave him quite a few low kicks. So he thinks, you know what, let's work on those thighs.
You talk about your submission skills. Sakurai was a top 3 finisher in the 99 Abu Dhabi submission tournament, so he's all about submissions. Now look at Hansen going for the dramatic stop, and now raining in those lefts. Oh, the knee. But look at him, catches it.
Yeah.
Very quick is Sakurai. He is rapidly winning over the Japanese fan base again. It was just a few years ago, boss, where you mentioned the name Maha Sakurai and MMA fans' eyes would light up. Considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters. Went through a period where had some issues, didn't... I don't know if his head was really into the game there for a while, and I think he himself admitted that mentally wasn't the fighter that he used to be, but now has renewed focus and vying for the lightweight world championship, but has to get through Hansen before he gets to shockwave.
Nice knee there. And actually, to tell you the truth, oh, nice right hand. I was one of those people. Oh, good low kicks again. When I was competing here in Japan, I looked really up to Sakurai already. He was so complete. One of my favorite fighters.
Oh! And he tags Hansen with the left!
Can he finish this? And there is a throw again!
And Hansen is in trouble, going for the armbar, the escape by Hansen.
Oh!
And Sakurai electrifying the crowd there momentarily, and Hansen now just wanting to hold on for dear life and recharge his batteries. What a devastating left that sent Hansen crashing to the canvas. Wow.
Whoa.
And remember, Hansen's only been stopped via submissions. His only 2 losses. But he was dropped there. And the last person that Sakurai dropped was Dave Monet on a smaller Japanese show back in 2003.
Yep, we were talking about the fight you know, where everybody's going to talk about, but it looks to me now that this is going to be the event, what everybody's going to talk about.
And what a year it has been for Pride Fighting Championships. The 2005 Pride Middleweight Tournament.
Oh.
The conclusion, Final Conflict 2005, an incredible event with Mauricio Shogun becoming the tournament champion. And now here tonight, we have Dan Henderson, who will face Murilo Bustamante for the welterweight championship at Shockwave. And Hansen and Sakurai fighting for a spot in the lightweight championship final.
Good defense here by Sakurai.
He is so crafty, so quick. And Hansen, again, all about doing damage, boss. And again, we talked about one of his weaknesses, or perceived weaknesses, if you will. It's his submission defense because of his aggressive style. And now because he's been tagged, you know it's going to anger him that much more.
You're absolutely right, but whew, he's wailing away with his reach advantage. He's coming pretty close all the time. He's got long legs, long arms. He pretty much can hit you from standing position.
Now he comes back with a left and knee. Good recovery by Sakurai. Nice takedown by Hansen.
Beautiful.
And a very competitive matchup here in the first of two semifinal bouts. What a great event, what a great crowd at the Ariake Coliseum. Halfway through the opening round.
They need to start working. I see the referee already going in his pocket, and he's looking what kind of color ticket he wants to get out. You people at home can't see it, but that means you better start working.
I don't think the fighters saw it either, or else they probably would have picked it up a bit, but you're right. I mean, it's been a great exchange for the most part, but it's all about Bushido, the way of the warrior. Two tremendous samurais here, Joachim Hansen and Maha Sakurai. Great balance by Sakurai.
Armbar coming up, looks almost here. Oh, I thought he was going to go for an armbar.
Right. Hansen was, but Sakurai turns it in now. Open guard of Hansen, but has to prove his position, and the fans now chanting Sakurai's name. Trying.
We have the spider guard, and there we have a spider elbow, I see. I just needed to say that, I'm sorry. Whoa, look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a leg.
Yeah, you got it, my man.
Good job, Vato. And you know what? Sakurai is the person who can pull it off right away.
I'm very impressed with Maha Sakurai, and I guess credit as well to Matt Hume and the gang at AMC Pancration and the job they have done in preparing Maha Sakurai for his debut at 160 pounds. And we talked about Takanori Gomi, Tatsuya Kawajiri, and the epic battle they had, and Gomi now moving on to the semifinals. But Japanese fans have another hero here in Maha Sakurai, and a very competitive matchup with Joachim Hansen. And what a signing he was for Pride Fighting Championships. Already undefeated, 2-0. And a great fight he had with Yves Edwards to advance to the semifinals.
Yep,
3 minutes remaining in round one.
Yves Edwards said it also in the interview. Every second of the fight, Joachim Hansen is dangerous.
You bet.
So if you think, oh, you know, Sakurai has the overhand, don't think that. You know, here we go already. You see, he's
looking
trying
to
to
move
escape.
to side control, but caught up in that half guard. And some great ground defense here by Hansen.
Half butterfly guard goes to a full guard, yes.
And he's striking from the bottom. This is something Hansen as well takes great pleasure in. Known for his great up kicks, powerful strikes from his back. You were going to say something there, boss?
No, I was just wondering what the referee was going to do. They're going to restart him, I see him now. I was just wondering if they're going to put him back on their feet or not. But they're going to restart him in the center of the ring.
You can see him busy trying to scramble underneath is Hansen. Sakurai
smothering him here.
Needs to create that distance, trying to posture. Now trying to back up on his feet.
Oh,
heel strike there to the calf area. Or make that the thigh.
And another one. Oh, and a back fist.
Beautifully done by Sakurai. And a right Now the tie clinch for Hansen.
Oh, look at that beautiful takedown. And side control right away. Looks like he's looking for a side choke, but he can never pull it off there in the corner. Plus,
Wow.
of course, Sakurai, like you said, training at AMC. He will know the defense for that.
You cannot take for granted an event like this, Boss Rudin, the pure magic, the pure talent level of these tremendous fighters. I mean, the lightweights and the welterweights earning the respect of fight fans everywhere, especially these lightning quick lightweights.
Yep. I just wanted to say, Sakurai better pull his arm out, but he already did it. Oh, there we go. You see, that's what Edward said. Every second he's dangerous. Look at the striking power.
Look at the up kicks by
Sakurai.
trying to create the distance, trying to keep Hansen at bay.
Oh, leg lock coming up. Oh, but no.
Nicely done. They're back on their feet.
Oh, and again.
Down. Pride Fighting Championships putting these exciting lightweights on the mixed martial arts map here at Bushido, the tournament.
I think this is the best we've seen Sakurai. Everything is there. Spinning heel kicks to the thighs.
Looking for the trip takedown. I agree, Boss Room. He is a rejuvenated fighter. No doubt about that. And Joachim Hansen continues to just build his reputation. He's been in with the best. He's beaten the best. One of only 2 fighters to have defeated Takanori Gomi. There's Hansen dropping down for the takedown. Good defense by Hansen.
And you see he's waiting for that knee almost, you see? He's planting that right foot.
Final half minute. Anyone going to unload? There's Hansen sending a message with the left through the guard. There's a nice knee straight to the chin by Sakurai.
5 seconds left. What can happen? He had a nice takedown there.
Up kick by Hansen and
Whoa.
a terrific opening round. You could not ask for more from the mixed martial arts world. Wow. You can sit here all night and watch action like this, Boss Rudin. I mean, what an event this lightweight and welterweight tournament has been, and the fans getting 2 for the price of 1 tonight at Bushido, the tournament. And there's Matt Hume in the corner of Sakurai. And really for Maha Sakurai, again, the veteran of the lightweights, you said it yourself, you say this is the best you've seen him, and maybe go over that again. Why? I mean, you've seen him many occasions for many years. Why do you think this is the best version of Maha Sakurai?
He's just in a phenomenal shape. He keeps going and he works everything. I mean, like I said, the spinning kicks to the thighs, we're probably going to see it there. Look at that left. Oh, stiff, nice. Knees to the head, knees to the body shots with the hands, kicks to the legs. On the ground, he's attacking the legs. He's doing everything. He's just doing it right away. Go for that armbar here. You see, he doesn't miss a beat. He's attacking everything that he sees. And again, back fist. Boom! It was kind of a forearm there. And Hansen was lucky that he moved to the left. And there, a beautiful takedown by Joachim Hansen. Oh, and there we saw it again, that punch. Followed up with the knee.
It's been an interesting journey for Sakurai in his Pride career. His debut at Shockwave 2003, he defeated Daiju Takase via unanimous decision, splitting other Bushido appearances, beating the unheralded Brady Fink, lost to Rodrigo Gracie, then he lost via armbar to Crossley Gracie, so again had many struggles, but then pulled off a decision victory over Milton Vieira, and now here in this tournament is really sending notice that he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. But now, final 5 minutes, and Joachim Hansen tries to impose his will right away.
Yeah, he throws that left knee of him, and because of his reach, the long legs, it's almost like a front kick. Look at that, kick to the body, liver. Oh, nice, you see, he's waiting for the counter now.
Man, his striking is really a sight to behold, boss. I mean, it's a revelation here from Maha Sakurai and how crispy he is with his hand and kick combinations, but Hansen has an answer for him as well.
This is not good for Hansen. But he's been there, and he's scrambled out. He's probably going to do it again.
Also the leg there.
Is coming up.
Going for the Achilles tendon.
Yeah, but it's an easy escape here. Joachim should just stand up. That's it. With the left foot, yeah, Sakurai is holding his foot now. He should pull his foot out and then just stand up.
Almost pulled out my champion from the other organization line again, boss.
Okay.
In the butt scoop position there, and they're going to bring them back up.
You're welcome.
You like that Achilles tendon, or you don't like the fact that people
like
tap out from the Achilles tendon?
No.
I have friends at home that have a bone to pick with you with that.
Oh,
Middle kick there by Sakurai. Guys who train,
Okay.
They say it hurts.
Yeah, in training it does, but not in the fight.
All right. Now it's Hansen and Sakurai just unloading on each other here, and boy, oh boy, they are really aware that the clock is becoming a factor. Minute and a half gone to the final round. Who is going to make it to the final of the World Lightweight
Triangle attempt coming up here from Joachim Hansen. Yeah.
Championships.
Sweat plays a major factor here, slipping out. Plus we saw Joachim also making the body triangle, but because of his legs are so long, it doesn't work. So a triangle choke is more easy to escape because his legs are too long.
But you can see that really throughout the night, boss, conditioning has really been at a premium. We haven't seen a lot of fatigued fighters. And look at that, Hansen unloading. And now Sakurai. Oh, nice takedown.
Another beautiful takedown.
These fighters came ready, knowing that history is going to be made, and they want to indeed be a part of it. When you want to find out what else Pride Fighting Championships is up to and how you can get up to speed with the history of Pride, complete your DVD collection, find out more information about your favorite fighters, log on to pridefc.com.
Oh, here we go.
Hansen continues to be busy,
and he needs to. He needs to work. He's doing a real good job here now in round number 2.
Sakurai looking to close the guard, but he's also busy underneath, trying to secure one of those arms, but Hansen delivering some body shots there. The corner shouting out the time. Referee calling for action. 2 minutes remaining. Another close encounter here between Hansen and Sakurai, and what has been a tremendous battle.
Exploding to the left, that's what Sakurai should try to do 10 seconds ago then. Of course, not now anymore.
Hansen moved to the left, trying to pass the guard.
Yeah.
Well, Hansen is definitely making it hard for the judges tonight, isn't he, boss? His matchups have been very, very close.
Heel hook coming up. No, can he pull? No, it's out. It's already out. Yes, you're making an excellent point there. I was thinking the same thing in round number 1. It's going to be very difficult, this one, to judge. Ooh, good body shot here. Oh, and now he comes upstairs.
Remember, Sakurai did drop Hansen with a vicious left, and that may indeed play a part. He drops him again. Final minute of action. Sakurai goes back to work on Hansen. And the crowd aware the time is indeed running out, letting Sakurai know they are firmly behind him.
Yeah, Hansen, it looked like to me that he was looking or for a big sweep or for an armbar, but look at this, Sakurai's all over him now. But now Hansen is in the guard. Oh, what can he do? 30 seconds left into the fight.
Valiant warriors, just making sure they leave everything on the canvas of this Bushido ring, expending every ounce of the remaining energy. 15 seconds left.
Oh,
kick by Hansen. An ankle pick by Sakurai, and a kick of his own, up kick by Hansen.
They don't stop.
by Sakurai.
Triangle choke attempt, but can he pull it off? No, it's
This
time.
fight is over, and we go to the scorecards again. A beautiful display of MMA from Maha Sakurai and Joachim Hansen, both of them championship caliber fighters, but only one will advance to the final at Shockwave.
What a respect there, both of them for each other.
Unbelievable.
What a good fight, what a good fight. No stopping, no stalling, no nothing. Bam, they went all the way.
You cannot say enough about the heart, the spirit of these two warriors. Go for it, boss.
Yep, there you can see it. Beautiful striking attempt, but then he got reversed. by Sakurai. Here we go again. Maybe, oh no, that was that wild punch from Sakurai, then a left hook. Kick to the head. Oh, look at that ankle pick. Yes, beautiful up kicks. And this is the last minute. Look at this. They're going.
This is the event that would make an instant fan of the most cynical person when it comes to mixed martial arts. Bushido, the tournament. Let's find out who is on his way to Shockwave to fight for the Pride World Lightweight Championship.
Judge Miyake, Sakurai. Judge Adachi, Sakurai. Judge
Sakurai dropped over 20 pounds, making his debut at the lightweight division. And Maha Sakurai is on his way to fight for the Pride World Lightweight Championship. And look at Joachim Hansen.
What a classy guy.
Cannot say it enough. Suffering only the third loss of his career, the first in a Pride ring. Don't worry. He will be in the championship radar screen for many years to come. But Maha Sakurai and the country of Japan celebrates. Coming up, Takanori, Gomi, and Luiz Azeredo. Boss, you don't want to speculate.
No, I don't want to speculate, but I know it's going to be a war.
Azeredo and Gomi, the rematch to come, and look at this.
Let's give him a back forearm. Knee right away, answered there. Oh, and that left, it was so stiff and short, right on the money.
Maha Sakurai was Gomi Sr. at Kaguchi Dojo. Maha Sakurai. There's Joachim Hansen. I mean, a class act through and through. Stopping by the broadcast booth, holding his head up high. Joachim Hansen will definitely be a force here in Pride for many years to come. But Maha Sakurai now. Boss, again, talk about the fight you just witnessed and why Maha Sakurai could very well be a champion.
Okay, now I would say this. Maha Sakurai just came back with a bang. Like I said before, we saw Gomi doing it. He's all over the place. Any tool that you can possibly use in mixed martial arts, well, he showed it tonight. So, what can you say? He's very difficult to beat. Him and the winner between Gomi and Luiz Azeredo would be a super fight.
Our corner, 177センチ、72.7 キロ。
Luiz Azeredo is 29, 5'8", 159 pounds, 2-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
173センチ、72.9 キロ。Gomi Takanori!
The Fireball Kid, Takanori Gomi, 27, 5'8", 160 pounds, 8-0 in Pride. He scored an impressive knockout victory over the very tough Azeredo in the main event of Bushido 7. And then, boss, he shocked everyone when, well, he continued to punch Azeredo when the fight had been stopped. He is public enemy #1 in the Shooter Box camp, and Azeredo demanded a rematch, never thinking probably that it would be here for a chance to fight for the Pride World Lightweight Championship. You talk about added incentive.
A grudge match, that's what we have here. Now let's see what's going to happen. Azeredo with his flying kicks, flying knees, flying punches. And Gomi with his perfect imbalance.
And
look at this!
Again, presses the action. Gomi goes for the clinch. Let's not forget, Azeredo took all of 11 seconds to dispatch his opponent, Naoki Kotani, while Gomi was involved in, again, we cannot stress enough, probably the best fight in Bushido and maybe Pride history. 7-minute, 42-second war that resulted in a rear naked choke victory over compatriot Tatsuya Kawajiri. So again, looking at that, you would expect that Azeredo is probably the fresher, well, not probably, is the fresher of the two fighters, but we're talking about Takanori Gomi here, boss.
Yep, you're right. But I said it after the fight with Takanori Gomi. Look how he moves backwards and he boxes. I mean, that pro boxers can't do that. The body shots are unbelievable.
Gomi looks like he hasn't even fought tonight.
all over the place.
And Azeredo and Gomi look like they are just continuing from where they left off in their first encounter that ended with a sensational 1-2 combination knockout for Gomi, but not before Azeredo definitely gave him a very tough test. Oh, a nice right hand by Gomi. Fans, you are witnessing history. You are witnessing one of the most memorable events ever in Pride Fighting Championships. Azeredo now in the close guard of Takanori Gomi. Bushido the tournament.
You got to cross-face him now. Cross-face him, break Gomi's grip. That's what Azeredo needs to do. He's going for it now, yep.
Doing a good job.
Not good enough, he needs to create.
Trying to irritate Gomi. There, the cross faces you mentioned, boss. And there you see the shooter box corner. Nino Elvis Shembri, Rafael Cordero, and Hujimar Federico. And shooter box Accor, the decorated school from Brazil. Champions galore, wanting to add the Pride World Lightweight Championship to their collection.
Whoa. He missed that one, and you could feel it here.
This is, boss, where Takanori Gomi, if you were to pick a weakness, and it's very hard to find any chink in his armor, is probably his most susceptible. Would you agree?
I would agree, yes. And Gomi normally is in the top position, and he likes to be in the top position. He doesn't like to be on the ground.
And we talked about in his fight with Kawajiri that that's where Kawajiri was going to try to exploit him, was in the ground game. In his fight prior to this tournament, where he went to a unanimous decision over Jean Silva, Silva said that he was going to try to take him to the ground. So that seems to be the scouting report on Gomi. You can take him to the ground, you might have a chance. And Gomi has received a green card, which means 10% off the purse. And now, boss, you pick something up in the corner?
Yes, but let's go back to the fight.
So your mouth guard was removed there, but Azeredo has it back because safety is paramount. And with the punching power of Gomi, you want to make sure your mouth guard is in place. So let's see if Azeredo again can exploit that. As Gomi already has a green card, manages to connect with a nice left hand. And you know, you said that Gomi didn't look focused before. Obviously, that has changed now.
Oh,
He's very focused. Nice low kick by Azeredo.
Yep, and I said it before with Gomi, he aims. He doesn't hit the head, he goes for the jaw. He doesn't go for the body shot, you know, he goes for the liver, for the solar plexus, for the spleen. The low kicks are at the same spot. Everything is calculated.
You know what I'm very impressed with as well from Azeredo? He came out like the Tasmanian devil in the first fight against Gomi. Definitely has changed that as well, knowing that, yeah, I may have surprised everyone, may have hurt Gomi, but in the end it didn't serve me anything. Great, nicely done. Wow.
Body shot again.
Body shot in the left hand by Gomi, but look at Azeredo looking for the left leg pickup there, and Gomi going busy.
Gomi has such an incredible balance.
Each and every fight, you talk about a stacked card. I mean,
whoa!
Marathon night of action, and Gomi goes back to Azeredo, but Azeredo absorbs it for the most part.
Look at this!
He's rocked again, though.
Yep, he's rocked. But he has to watch out now.
Recovers enough. Gomi gives him the opportunity to recover.
Gomi needs to keep his hands up, though. You never know. You never know. He's just walking with him with his hands on his waist.
Now an animated shooter box. Getting
another body shot.
Knee there by Azeredo. Gomi misses with the right. Halfway through round number 1. And we are seeing some animated action in front of us as well. As indeed emotions running high. A left hand by Azeredo.
But it could have been a right straight. Man, I'm getting way too excited here.
Well, who isn't? This is unbelievable night in MMA history. Gomi, takedown by Azeredo.
Whoa.
And now Azeredo in the close guard of Gomi. And now Azeredo will try to slow things down.
Yeah, he needs to. He got a few hard shots. He needs to recoup from this.
And again, you can't let the adrenaline get the best of you either, boss. I mean, knowing what's at stake, one of the top fighters in the world, with Takanori, Gomi in there, and Azeredo again, calling himself the wild card. Very well is that, but just tremendous action here tonight.
Yeah, he needs to work hard now, because otherwise they're going to restart it again on the feet, and that is something that Azeredo right now doesn't need. Crossface, better crossface, create distance, and unload. He needs to work hard before the referee's going to put him back up. See, this is what I mean. And I hear here the Brazilian corner from Shoot the Box, of course, is giving those instructions. And I can't understand the word what they're saying, but I'm sure it is what I'm thinking.
Get break! Time's up, please.
Okay, now Gomi gets another green card. Whoa, that's 2 times now. Well, 3 minutes left in the first round. Oh, nice low kick here, and Gomi lost total balance, but he's back right away.
Azeredo definitely showing resilience as well, and both of them, Gomi now looking like a little wobbly on his feet.
Going to the body with that left straight, that means probably he's going to follow it up with the right to the head. Left straight to the body, right to the head. Everything is calculated, and I'm telling you, it's a machine. There we have a little trade-off.
Nice knee by Azeredo.
And right away, he's back to press the action. Look here.
These are 2 incredible warriors that are just going for it. How much more can either of these 2 sustain? Spinning back fist.
Gomi cannot get cocky now because he cannot leave his hands down.
I don't know if he has the energy to keep him up, boss. These 2 are just throwing everything at each other. Nice low kick by Azeredo. Gomi with a beautiful left hand and a body shot. There's a knee strike by Gomi.
Talking about determination.
You talk about will. Where there is a will, there is a way. And one of these fighters will find their way to Shockwave to vie for the Pride World Lightweight Championship.
Because it's the way of the warrior.
Bushido.
The name of the show. Look at this.
Front kick. Who is going to fall first?
Another body shot. He's working the body so good. Gomi is. It's just crazy. Look at
Azeredo gets his kick caught by Gomi. 1 minute left in the opening round. And boss, off the air you said, you know, Kawajiri and Gomi was a classic. But what's to say that Azeredo and Gomi might not be better? I think you may be right, my friend.
Whoa. Yeah, this show is going to go down in history for sure.
Azeredo trying to trap the arm, but Gomi doing a good job of creating distance and landing the 1-2 combination from inside the closed guard. Good job there, pushing him away and hitting him with the left from the bottom.
15 seconds.
A roller coaster of not only emotions, but adrenaline and action. I mean, just sustained, Boss Ruben. The round is over.
Whoa, what a first round. And look at Gomi, how he stands up and walks away. He's got enough energy left.
A standing ovation should be warranted just for what we saw there. These 2 gladiators giving it their all. Takanori Gomi, Luiz Azeredo.
Both of them look still in a phenomenal shape. Look here, there we see Azeredo. Of course they're breathing heavy, but the way the pace is so incredibly high, it's just nuts.
Just unbelievable. And we have got the best seats in the house, my friend, ringside here. Let's take a look and see.
Oh, look at that. Everywhere. Boom, right uppercut. left hook there from Azeredo. What a fight! What a uppercut! Oh, those body shots!
You know, the ticket sellers, they say, are the heavyweights, the hard hitters, the big guys.
Yeah, right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing firsthand what the lightweights are all about tonight. The welterweights as well, but this lightweight tournament is becoming an instant classic, legendary battle after legendary battle in Takanori Gomi and Luiz Azeredo. In this, the final 5 minutes of this Bushido tournament, the opening night, because the finals will be held at Shockwave. What are we in store for? What more can we see, boss?
I don't know. It's every time we think that's it, we can't top it anymore, things like this happen. All the time.
The purest of competition, one-on-one. Athletes not only fighting for themselves, but for their teams. The spirit, the courage, the determination, the unbridled talent. Not just blood, sweat, and tears, my friends. Look at Luiz Azeredo and Takanori Gomi. And they continue to go at it, boss, knowing full well that in less than 4 minutes, one of them will have the opportunity to fight for a world championship. Takanori Gomi now beginning to unload on Azeredo, but just like that, comes back with a counter right of his own.
Nobody can make a mistake in this one. Not right now, not anymore, because there's still enough power in both of them to knock somebody out.
You just hit it right on the head, boss. The one who, unfortunately, maybe because of fatigue or whatever, does make the mistake is the one who will lose this fight.
Yep.
And that will be a tragic shame. But what a series of fights this sets up for the new year and the new series of Bushidos. Because whoever is crowned the lightweight champion, it's only going to begin to get tough for that person.
Man, I'm glued to my little flat screen right here in front of me. I'm just speechless. Look at Gomi's action. He's constantly pressing, non-stop. Going forward.
Azeredo definitely did his homework on Takanori Gomi. Sticking to the shooter box game plan and absorbing all kinds of shots, blocking a lot of those as well, but still with lots of energy. Takanori Gomi, leg kick, catches that and bulldozes Azeredo to the ground. Diving in there, boss.
Yep, this is what Gomi likes. We were talking about it in round number 1. It was reversed, but this is what Gomi wants. He's got a good ground and pound, very solid.
2 minutes remaining in the final fight of Bushido, the tournament's opening night. Again, the finals coming up at Shockwave. The second of the semi-final bouts in the lightweight tournament. Takanori Gomi in the close guard of Luiz Azeredo. A sold-out crowd here at Ariake Coliseum, and they will never forget where they were. September 25th, 2005.
There's a lot of work, not a lot of damage, but there's a lot of work. It only needs one mistake. Is somebody's going to pull off a submission?
Oh, there's a nice slam attempt by Gomi. And boss, what has been a tremendous night.
Look at this here.
I'm going to have you maybe do something. We're into the final minute, and with your approval, and maybe our producer as well, I'd like the fans at home to just soak in the atmosphere, the corner, and everything else, and just listen in to Ariake Coliseum and the final bout of lightweight tournament between Takanori Gomi and Luiz Azeredo. Enjoy. Without a doubt, the most memorable night of action in Bushido and perhaps Pride Fighting Championship history has come to an end, Boss Rutan, and we go to the scorecards. And for the judges, the toughest night of their careers, Takanori Gomi and Luiz Azeredo, another tremendous fight.
Speechless, that's what I am, Mauro. I mean, okay, replay. Thank God we have the replay because, woo! I'm sitting here, it's just, what a night. Look at those body shots. Look at the power that Gomi has. It's just phenomenal. Nice left hook there, right body shot. Then he goes upstairs, uppercuts. I mean, we've seen it all again.
Let's not forget that
Sakurai.
Gomi got 2 green cards in the fight, and here we are. Who will face Maha Sakurai for the Pride World Lightweight Championship? You see the look of Takanori Gomi, Azeredo, both championship level performances, but only one can advance.
Gomi. Judge Adachi. Gomi. Judge Mato. Gomi.
Takanori Gomi, Maha Sakurai, an all-Japan affair to determine the Pride World Lightweight Championship at Shockwave. Luiz Azeredo, disappointed, dejected, but boss, we say it ad nauseum, no need to hang his head because he will get a title shot down the road.
For sure. I mean, but let's look at it. He's going to face Sakurai now. Gomi versus Sakurai. That is going to be a great fight too. And here we have him. Sakurai, little smile on his face, and he thinks, okay, I turn it up a notch, you know, just to make sure.
Oh my goodness. That's all. Gomi, Sakurai, the history at Kaguchi Dojo where Sakurai was his senior. They will meet. The Japanese crowd will celebrate. They will vie for the Pride World Lightweight Championship for the welterweight world title of Pride. It will be Dan Henderson taking on Marilla Bustamante. So, boss,
give it to
quickly
me.
Put, run it down. Pride World Welterweight title, Dan Henderson versus Marilla Bustamante. How do you see it going down?
You know, I can't, after this night, there's nothing that I can do anymore, nothing I can say anymore. What I would say, Marilla Bustamante, Dan Henderson, don't take it to the ground. Keep it on the feet, don't go to the ground, because Murillo tonight just proved that he's just too phenomenal on the ground.
Comes down to Henderson's right hand, Bustamante's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, how about Takanori Gomi and Maha Sakurai for the Pride World Lightweight title?
Well, the way we saw Sakurai tonight, I think they're so evenly matched up, and I think that's going to be probably one of the best fights that we've ever seen.
Fans, it cannot be stated again. A memorable night, a legendary night. Pride Fighting Championships, Bushido the tournament. We hope you will join us on Monday, October the 24th for Fully Loaded.
I just want to say thank you for all the fans. You make this sport happen, and it means a lot to me to be here fighting in front of you. It just means a lot to my heart. And I just want to give a good fight New Year's Eve and be exciting for you guys. Thank you.
Dan Henderson, one of the finalists, addressing the crowd, and now will be Marilla Bustamante's turn.
日本の皆様のファンの前で戦うのは自分にとって本当に大きな意味があります。大晦日は必ず良い試合をします。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。続いてルイーノ・ブスタマンテ選手お願いします。
こんばんは。Quando eu vim para o Japão, eu vim com sonhos de conquistar o cinturão. E hoje eu venci uma batalha, mas não venci a guerra. Dia 31 de dezembro é o final dessa guerra. E eu luto pelo meu sonho, que é conquistar o cinturão do Pride. E eu vou trabalhar duro para fazer um bom show para todos os fãs japoneses e os fãs de arte marcial do mundo inteiro. É uma honra estar lutando para todos vocês aqui. Muito obrigado.
自分が最初日本に来た時からチャンピオンになりたいという気持ちでいっぱいでした。今日はですね、その一つのステップを獲得できたと思っております。まだ12月の32日にまだ試合がありますので、そのためにですね、頑張っていい試合をしたいと思います。その時にですね、また勝って、チャンピオンになりたいと思います。日本のファンの皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。そして格闘技のファンの皆様にも。
Marilla Bustamante telling the crowd from the very first time he set foot in Japan in a Pride ring, he wanted to be champion, and now he's within grasp at Shockwave, and now it's Maha Sakurai's turn on the microphone. Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful support tonight.
戦ってて思ったんですけど、もうみんなの応援があって、いつも以上の力が出ました。
It's a very hard night of competition, but thanks to your support, I was able to survive and advance.
シュートボクセの再現みたいな感じで、シューバ対あれ誰だっけ？
And Gomi and I at Kiguchi Dojo. It's kind of like Vanderlei and Shogun for the middleweight championship at Suda Box. But it's going to be fun. We look forward to a great fight. Thanks again, everyone. Please come to see the fight at Shockwave. Here's Mr. Fireball Kid. I feel very good. Kawajiri was an incredible fighter. Let's hope he says the same thing about Mr. Azeredo, Mr. Rube. Was one of the fights I dreamed of against Kawajiri, and a dream came true tonight. I look forward to fighting Maha Sakurai for the title. And there is Mr. Genki Sudo. Hello, my name is Genki Sudo.
I know this guy. I think I trained him for 3 years.
One of the top MMA fighters in the world. And wishing the best to both Sakurai and Gomi. And great to see the likes of Genki Sudo here at Bushido, the tournament. It's going to be a dream fight. All right. Looking forward to it. Bushido, the tournament, a legendary event for El Guapo, Boss Rutan. I'm Mauro Ranallo. Thank you for watching. So long from the sold-out Ariake Coliseum in Tokyo.
Sayonara.